hate that. You all hate that little silence 5 seconds I give at the start of the stream, right? It's funny. My other group does too. They kind of suck. And wants to yell. They want to yell boobies because that would be the traditional sound test.
Oh well, then we'll do penis just to make it different.
Yeah, that'll work too. I mean, there's any kind of body part. It's traditionally been boobies because we played with little old boys, but you can throw in anything you want. Epididymis, whatever you like,
We have more females.
Right.
We're gonna go the other way. Of course,
Right.
I'm not gonna shame. If
So
you
then
like
I told
movies,
Nigel that the goat doesn't like peanut butter.
That's funny. All right, welcome to Hexad of Hyskosa session 11.
And last time
I'm going to switch to the
banana was
tactical
purple.
map so that chat can see your beautiful new tokens.
Yay!
Now I know who everyone is. Oh my goodness.
Now we know who we are.
I know, it's so nice. Everybody looks different. It seems like a standard prize for getting to session 10, honestly.
Yay!
Shiny new
I like
tokens
it.
that you can print out on t-shirts and wear around the house.
Kevin get one too? I forgot. He
No,
didn't.
Kevin is just the standard for that. Kevin
Frog.
is
You're
the
still on the
standard
fence for
frog.
Kevin.
Well, you never know. I mean, he's only got 18 hit points and he's unlikely to level unless you cast Awaken on him, which I don't even think is a spell in D&D 5. So, yeah. Because, I mean, technically he's not a full animal companion. He's just a guy following you around for the big flies.
Maybe it's called something like Chill Touch that has nothing to do with...
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I have that one. I can help you out there.
That's right. It's Awaken's probably called, I don't know, university degree for a monkey or something.
Party pants.
Party pants. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, Chill Touch is. I saw that online actually. That people were moaning about Chill Touch that it doesn't
There
show
is
you anymore.
Awaken, by the way.
Oh, is Awaken there? Or was it like level
Yes.
5? 5
Yes.
or 6?
Do any of us have it?
You will get it
I would
eventually as a
assume
druid.
that I could probably get it. Well, for Druid, maybe
Woo! Thank
the
you.
Sorcerer probably can.
Oh, yay.
Let's see, Druid 5th level. Yes, you can get it at 5th level.
Help.
Oh, I cannot.
Furbies, cute.
One of my best friends has a stream where she does little Furbies.
That's a great one.
Oh.
That's also very good. I like the fire and the Furbies. That's pretty great. That's hilariously funny. Well,
My
that
mom
Furby
thought
looks
they were
nervous.
satanic. So
They were
no,
what?
My
So
mom
they
thought they were
probably
satanic.
were. I mean, that was probably the first step for before we got like the Alexa and Google Home, right? It was listening to every child and reporting back to the government.
Hey,
Probably.
Furby, play Despacito.
That would be amazing.
I
Oh my god.
like that. We have Illuminati eyes now. It's all good. That was a good card game. Back in the day, Illuminati was a good card game. That's all I'm saying. Steve Jackson games like the 80s, showing my age a lot.
Speaking of card games, what was the more goth than you or whatever?
Gother than thou.
Is it? I want to find that. I want to play it. It sounds
You'll be
like
lucky. It's old. So it has things like you basically play cards on each other to increase and decrease your goth rating. It gets a terrible rating on board D&D.
That sounds amazing.
And you have things like voice like Morrissey, which increases your goth rating. And then you have face like Morrissey, which decreases your goth rating.
Oh, hey, everybody, keep your eyes out. Easy Christmas present for me.
Right? And there's one way I think you can get like a big increase if you can do. I think it's the first 4 lines of this corruption, and if you can't, you lose a ton of goth points.
Nice.
Oh, this corrosion. Excuse me. You have to sing it. Yeah, there's the board game geek link.
I would lose those goth points.
Really? Because it's just like sing this corrosion to me like 5 times, and you've got all of the first lines. It's not difficult. All right, Gother than thou. It's a good game. You should totally find it and send it to Brie. Apparently, that's funny. But it does. It's funny. It was funny, especially if you play it with goths or recovering goths.
Recovering
I'm
goth.
an aspiring goth. I would like to dye my hair black.
You should try. I mean, what
Do
what
it.
else you do? I mean, what are the
You should do it.
requirements to dress at work? I mean, Leah's dyed hers black. Have you seen it?
You can be a
No.
blonde goth.
Leah's hair is black right now.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought she was still doing red.
Nope, she's black. If you look on her current Facebook picture that she just updated like half an hour ago,
She
From
was
when
wearing
she-
the mask in the last one. Some weird.
just
crazy
landed. No, oh no, that we found that in the Halloween box. We were like, what the fuck's that? She decided to put that on, but no, she's got a new one from the plane she just landed, and it has her
Nice.
hair in it, I think.
Nice. Okay. Get it.
Yes. Other than that, hilarious. Okay. Does anyone other than me want to try and remember what happened last session?
Why
Yeah,
on
just me.
earth is my filter blocking out the word she? What the hell is that? Like,
What?
why do I have a filter?
What? Who's
I,
filtering? What?
apparently my filter on mobile turned itself back on for chat for Twitch, and it's blocking the word she.
You
which is
probably
weird.
caught an update. Very strange update.
Get out of here, filter. I don't want your kind.
Stop filtering my words.
Stop oppressing me.
All right. So last session, as I recall, you hung out in the town.
Excuse me.
You did some things. You all changed into your beautiful new characters, which I think are quite nice.
Yes.
Even though Missy looks like a 6-year-old child, which I wholly appreciate. It's
Perfect.
hilarious. And I'm going to zoom in a bit on that so people can see these a little better. There we
I
go.
will. I
Let's
will
look at
take
Missy
your
as a-
purse.
There, we're zoomed in. There's
Fuck
Missy
with me, I'll
right
stone cold
there.
stab a bitch.
There's Missy. There's Seyla right there, looking serious. She's
Yeah.
totally gonna typing speed of like 120 words per minute.
Can't
There's
hit anything.
Alekenora.
Yep.
Fine.
My little snoot. There's
Karou.
Kevin.
Oh yeah, there's Kevin. Standard Kevin.
Standard Kevin.
There's Saul with his pointy hair, and incredibly serious Tomas, which is great. I guess
I'm joining a boy band.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
You've got, maybe you're their manager. We've got like their managers instead.
I like to imagine we all look at each other's new like high-end graphics and feel really embarrassed because we totally thought Saul was wearing a hat this whole time.
Right. Well, yeah, I thought his description was his hair was spiked. I thought somewhere in the original description, his hair is spiked up into like a traditional gnome hat. So there it is. It's a pillowbox red gnome hat. Oh, pillowbox red doesn't work for you. A fire engine red gnome hat.
Yeah, what's a pillar box?
So, okay, so do you know what? Traditionally in England, you have where you post letters. Have you ever seen like a red column where you put letters in the street?
No.
Yeah.
That is a pillar.
This is the
You need a-
US of A, so
That is a pillar box, and it's made of cast iron, and it is for taking the mail, and they're always bright red.
Ours are
Hang on,
blue.
pillar box. Yes, and they're probably. Well, I mean, if you hit this one in your car's fucked. Absolutely, totally fucked. There's no winning against this. It is flat out made of cast iron, and it's going to win all of the times.
and now you might scratch the paint.
You might. I mean, hang on, I was going to send an image address to the chat, but then it's going to end up male bollard. Yes, that's
Yeah,
basically right.
Bollard.
Male bollard.
I googled it and I have seen those things a million times and I had no idea what they were called.
Yeah,
or
yeah. So
I thought they were like things to keep you from driving on the sidewalk. I don't know.
They're mailboxes.
Fair
Looking
enough.
them up now, aren't you? I'm going to put it in chat so people can look at pillar box.
Well, how do they get the mail out of it?
There's a door on the front, and little man comes
okay.
with a key that was probably that's the longest URL in the world, so nobody has to type it in. Hopefully, they can just click it. Pillar box. Yes, so basically they come and the little hatch at the front opens, they get the mail out, and then they close it again, and cars hit it when you're drunk on the way home. And so not only are they made of cast iron, they're concreted into the ground, so you ain't getting them going anywhere.
These people are serious about their mail.
Yeah.
I mean,
No kidding.
well, it's not our mail. It's not your mail until you get it. It's the Queen's mail until it gets to you.
Oh.
So it's the royal mail, which is why it's illegal to open our mail, because technically it's the Queen's mail.
I
And
wouldn't
then
want to
she'll chop-
offend the queen.
Oh, she'll
It's
chop
not-
your head off.
Also illegal to open mail. It's not addressed to you here. It's a
Yeah.
federal crime.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with a pillory box. Exactly correct.
That's what I thought you meant. I was like, what are you? Pillory?
No, no, not to be confused with a pillory box. That's funny.
Post a link for that now.
Kelly? No. I mean, I could. They're not bright red though, so. Bad.
They could
Glad-
they could make them do double duty.
Right. You could post your mail and other things. Yeah. Okay, let me close out the stuff that I had open for.
Been in America too long. You're now laughing like Beavis and Butthead.
Hey,
Is
what,
the-
you think Beavis and Butthead stayed in America? That shit. You just
Yeah, that was
believe that-
international.
You believe that crap around the world, dude.
That's our superpower. It's just
Right.
culture.
That's right. You can't breed anyone out, but you'll entertain them out,
Yes.
which is hilarious and horrifying. The quality of your television. So, last session, Dulcime came back and tried to murder you. Dulcime was a mummy, and you fought her and defeated her and a bunch of zombies.
Ooh.
Packages received in rear. It's beautiful. Oh dear. It's a good tone so far. I like it. It's nice. That's good.
We're 15 minutes into the night. How much show
Yeah.
we get into?
Oh, come on. Hey, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Everybody says hi, Nick. So,
Nick.
you killed
Nick.
Dulcime, and I believe you did really well. You didn't really get even that hurt, honestly. And you're now, I believe, rested for the evening, and it is the following day. And it is getting up to that point where it is the night of Thoth, which will be the time when supposedly this Pharaoh's tomb is going to open up, and you may or may not want to be there, depending on whether you believe the things that are written on the dusty tomes.
The may or may not be there.
It's up to you. I'm not going to make you go. And if you don't go, you just get to stay around in Har'Akir for another 300, 400 years.
Yay!
We're having such a great time.
So am I, Nick. Ready for a TPK?
No.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Please.
Especially now they've just got character art. They're
Yeah,
sad
like
if
we
you
just got
TPK.
art. We can't die.
All right. What are you doing? It's the morning. You rested. Dulcime is dead. Various zombies are dead. The townsfolk are casting an eye at you and muttering among themselves. Get the impression that they're not
Oh my
feeling.
god,
that
we
you're-
won our game again tonight. Oh, sorry. The Astros are still somehow in this.
Really? Sports ball. Sports ball.
Congratulations.
Why are you
I've
sad?
never
You're
been-
grinning.
I've never been to an American sports ball game of any kind.
Really?
Most
I would
because
highly
haven't-
suggest football over baseball.
I don't.
I would not.
understand- I don't understand American football because I used to play rugby, and it just seems like they stop a lot.
Yeah, I mean, okay, they do.
I mean, I know
There's a
they're
lot of
big
stoppage.
guys, but
Also, I
there's
would
a lot of
highly
kind of
recommend
just-
college over
well,
NFL.
yeah. I mean, rugby is so much better though, and we're now getting a rugby team, which is much more exciting.
This is
I
true.
do
We
like
are.
I like watching rugby. That was fun.
Rugby
Leah likes-
entertains me.
Leah likes watching rugby because they wear small shorts and bend a lot.
Those are some hot guys for rugby.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's true.
Yeah. But yes, rugby's a good sport to watch. We watch that. That is basically the only sport I watch.
And hot ladies, I suppose too. Big
Yes,
beefy
I used to know some. I used to know some lady rugby players.
ladies. Mhm.
They also wore small shorts and bent over a lot.
Nice.
Seems to be a thing in rugby. Depends
Why
if you're playing
volleyball is
how
fun
it
to
works.
watch.
volleyball, like naked people throwing balls over a net.
Uh huh.
in micro bikinis and tiny banana hammocks.
Basically.
I mean, that's a sport for televising, isn't it, really? I don't know. They'll televise anything back home. We have snooker and darts. And I once, late at night after coming in from drinking, wandered in on the World Scrabble Championships being televised.
Scrabble, seriously?
Yeah,
Well,
it was a top-down video of a Scrabble board, and occasionally hands would come in and put letters, and there was commentary and everything.
Oh my god.
But I mean, late night when you've been on the piss and you're full of curry and you just want to sleep. I mean, it's probably good.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. I've done that with poker because there's poker on all the time.
Yeah, poker works late night. Roller derby is an amazing sport, Nick says.
yes.
Hey, yeah. I mean, of course, Nick says that.
Right? Nick would say that.
When Colt was super drunk, I just put on Masterpiece Theater to make him fall asleep. Oh my
Really?
God.
Did that work?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
enjoy
100%.
this, but you're gonna hate it.
I'm gonna love this, but you're gonna sound asleep.
Yeah.
That's funny. Nick also says he once saw a guy get hit in rugby and legit thought he was dead.
Oof.
I mean, I've seen people get carried off with I have broken ribs and a nose, but I've seen people get carried off with broken limbs, bleed. I remember walking off the field with blood streaming down my face because my nose had been smunched up. My coach got hold of my head and he went, "Yeah, you've broken it. Hang on a sec." And he grabbed it between his knuckles and pulled it straight. Snooker is not great. It's snooker. Everybody drinks.
What a card
I don't know
game.
what that is.
Fuck is snooker?
Snooker is pool with different balls and rules.
Okay.
And a different sized table. There's even a song.
We
about
have to have the
snooker.
song.
No, you don't want the snooker song. Because it's got a lot of connotations, and if you look at the lyrics, there's definitely a lot of innuendo.
Nice.
Hello. Have you met our family here?
Right, everybody. Hang on, let me see what I can find.
Little ragtag group of vagabonds.
Chaz and Dave.
Not my
Snooker
childhood ears. They can't handle this.
Yeah, your little
no, it
6-year-old.
literally is about snooker. It's a game you don't actually know.
It just sounds like that one Futurama episode.
Snook,
Yeah.
snook.
Yeah, Snook Snook.
Snoo.
Or Snoo Snoo, yeah.
Snoo. No snook.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
A hedgehog can't be
Death
buggered
by
at all.
Snoo Snoo.
There we go. A hedgehog can't be buggered at all. There we go. I'm waiting for a nice rousing song of a wizard's staff has a knob on the end. It's big and round and weighs 3 to the pound, etc., etc. See, now we're going down the path of Terry Pratchett, which is never a bad path, but it's a path that's getting us away from the dark terror of Har'Akir and the horrible desert around you. And the fact that the people who are living here are starting to eye you, and you get the impression they're starting to think you're bad luck.
No,
Oh, we're bad luck.
we can't have that.
There's a lot of they seem to be gathering together in quite large groups and eyeing sharp knives and kind of whispering among themselves.
Things were
Is
so
Abu-
great before we arrived here.
Well, I mean, that's right. They didn't have to eat. Nobody was dead. Their priestess was alive. I mean, nobody was walking around with her staff wearing her hat.
And yet they all wanted to
Hey.
leave.
How many gold pieces to summon Strahd? Strahd isn't the lord here. So you can't have Strahd in Har'Akir. He's the lord of Barovia.
If 10 sessions is the we get shiny new tokens session, how many sessions is it where we realize we're the villains?
That should have been session 2 or 3, I would have thought. I mean, let's not
Yeah.
lie here. You haven't been making the most moralistic choices throughout this thing. I
Hey,
feel
we
like
brought the constable ahead. What more do you want?
you're right. I mean, I feel you did, right? I feel your cleric gave up on trying to kind of bring you back to the light in about session 1. I mean, let's not lie. Like every cleric does. Every cleft frog slavers. Oh, we the baddies.
We saved Kevin.
Right?
Kind of.
You
We brought
took
him
him
to the
away.
desert.
Took him away from a beautiful swamp and took him to an incredibly dry desert. That's pretty terrible. Child abduction. I mean, child labor, technically. I mean, you see Missy's new art. It's incredibly young looking. So it's the morning. You had a fight last night. What are you doing?
Boiling some eggs.
Okay, great. All right, you boiled your eggs. You have breakfast. It's great. You have a mimosa.
Yes.
We have brunch while we're getting this stink eye from all the people in town. Got it.
I feel like tonight is probably the night of Thoth, if you've been keeping count.
Saying tonight's the night we should probably figure out what exactly we're supposed to do.
I'm
Instead of
saying
just
you've had a few days here and the plan might have been nice, but at this point, who knows what's going to happen?
Well, I think we're supposed to go back to the temple, right? The doors open on the night of Thoth.
Oh, that was gross.
That's what supposedly happens according to those scrolls and stuff you read. Yes.
Is Abu still
And it's
with
like
us?
Abu is around. Yes.
Does he still
it's a
want to
pretty
hang out
long
with us?
walk, huh?
Abu will follow you and carry stuff and clean stuff and cook stuff until you take him out of this horrid place. So yes, he's definitely with you.
I gave him
We should-
an egg.
We should steal
Okay.
another camel.
Steal another camel. I mean, you could buy one. You've got all that cursed gold, right?
I feel like we should
Oh.
threaten to stay unless they give us a camel.
There you go.
You killed
Give us a
their only
camel.
camel and left it in the desert.
Well,
They
it
didn't
was
even
dead.
get to
Were we
eat
supposed
it.
to bring it back?
We didn't kill it.
And how is that their only camel?
Yeah,
like,
we
where did that
didn't
camel
kill
come
it.
from?
Okay. They built it from the parts of other camels.
Oh God!
So
It's
it's an
Franken
undead camel.
It's
Got
a
it.
necro camel of the work. So
Well, then it should have stayed alive.
I mean, all camels look a bit like that, right? Like it's made up of bits of other camels. So
Fair.
they're a bit raggedy, let's not lie. Okay, you could find a camel to buy if you want. They're only like 4 gold or something, aren't they?
Or you sold us the last one for
no.
20.
I think
Oh,
we
okay,
should-
you're right. You're right. 20
Don't
gold.
remind
Sorry.
them of the high price. I think we should really threaten to stay unless they give us the camel. Missy will try and
So
buy
you
this
walk
camel.
into town looking for a camel and hang on, don't you have a Vardo? Shouldn't you just drive that now? It's not like the gypsies are going to
Oh,
use
yeah.
it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Not
We should go do
Barasians.
that.
What are they? The Barovians. The
Yeah,
Vistani.
The
The Vistani. They are not going to use it because they're all dead.
That's
Does
Does
true.
he
it
do
have
that?
anything painted on the side? Like a company
No, I
name?
mean, it's just colourful. It's just very bright. It's just red and green and blue and yellow.
We need to think
We-
of a company name and paint it on the side.
Company name.
We have a company name.
We do?
Cheese pizza.
Oh
Lunchable.
yeah, cheese pizza lunchables. Yes. Okay, I get to work painting it.
This
on the
world
side.
has no idea what a lunchable is, but
You're inventing it and you're selling it out of this Vardo.
Yeah, we
yes,
are.
that's how we make money.
That'll be
Yeah,
3 gold, and you give them
gotta-
like 2 crackers with a bit of crappy cheese. And a weird shaped bit of ham that probably came off the floor of a place that makes actual meat.
Don't
Gross.
insult the
I don't know.
lunchable.
That's still a little too close to actual meat for a lunchable.
Like I say, I'm just going to say mechanically reclaimed meat is a terrible idea. I mean, what's it
That's
being
what we do
reclaimed
with
from?
the camels.
Right? I mean, meat, it's very vague. It's mechanically reclaimed. It's terrifying. I mean, where was it before we got it back? That's what I want to know. I mean,
Don't ask those questions.
I want to ask those questions. I mean, did it poo in a bucket and it was mechanically reclaimed? I don't actually understand. I know it's blown off by hoses from parts
Did you
of
not read The Jungle?
I don't read. Currently, I'm reading the 2nd book of the Belgariad. That's where my reading currently is.
Nice.
So, which is a book you will never read because
Ooh.
it's Nope, see, because it's generic fantasy. And actually, it's not bad. You should read it. It's David Eddings, if anyone wants to read it. The Belgariad is good.
No,
and
she
then it's
won't.
followed. She
Yeah.
won't read it. But I mean, you could read the Belgariad. That's 5 books. And there's the Malorian, which is another 4 or 5. Then there's the Elenium, which is another 3. And then the Tamuli, which is another 3. And then there's all the spin-off books from that series.
I'm reading the Musketeers right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Classic. How is it?
It's good. I forgot. Last time I read it, I was in 3rd grade, so it's been a really long time. But
The Three
this is really
Musketeers.
great. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Alexander Dumas.
Yeah, D'Artagnan, Athos, Porthos, Aramis. It's great.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It's easy to read. He was considered trash in his time. He was like,
See?
yeah, it's just a page.
See? You'll be looking back when you're 80 and going, I wish I'd read the Belgariad.
Well, she'll have time then, so.
But for the rest of you that don't mind reading trashy fantasy, I heartily recommend it. Because I
I
finished
love
the Night
trashy
Elf.
fantasy.
I finished the
I like
Night Elf
trashy
trilogy,
fantasy.
but I'm pretty sure that Nick will endorse wholeheartedly.
What's the first book called?
Which of the Belgariad?
Yeah.
It's called Horn of Prophecy.
Horn?
Horn.
That's a whole different story.
I've had this
Yeah.
with Americans before. When I say the word pawn, it sounds exactly like the word pawn. You guys, for some reason, I don't know how, are taught to say it differently. We are not. You're like pound and
Pawn.
pawn.
It's
Pawn.
I
pawn.
can't do that.
Pawn.
My mouth isn't
It's a
able.
longer, well, yeah.
It's
like
a longer
pawn.
A. It's a longer D. I mean, it's what? It's a pawn and pawn.
Pawn. Well, how do you say yawn?
Yawn. Yawn, dawn, torn, pawn, pawn. It's
See, but
the
you say
same
pawn. You
sound.
say pawn differently.
Pawn.
So about, like,
That was better that
Pawn.
time.
Pawn. See, I'm trying to do American. Hang on.
Pawn.
I do declare my pawn of
I do
head
declare.
of the vapors. I mean, my American is appalling, but yes, it's something that has been noticed before that if I go to a pawn shop, people aren't quite sure what I'm purchasing. Pawn, P-A-W-N.
Pawn.
Pound.
Got it.
Pound. Say it again.
Pound.
Pound. Say it again. Pawn.
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 Pawn. It doesn't even sound like the right word. You guys are weird. It's all about context, people. I'm going to buy my child a new Xbox from the pawn shop. Context. See? Silence. It's bad.
No.
Hal hates the way I say. Yes, I do. I do hate the way you say that. Because it's wrong. Always wrong.
Say what?
Twat.
See? Twat. Yes.
What?
Well, how does
What?
Nick say it?
Oh, wow.
Like you guys say it.
Twat?
See, I think you guys say
What's
it
it
like
supposed to say?
twat.
Twat.
Like
What?
hat. It sounds like hat.
Oh, twat.
There
Twat.
you go.
Somehow
opposed-
that's even more obnoxious.
As opposed to swat, which is how you guys say it.
Yes, 'cause that's how it is.
No, that's how you think it is, but it isn't.
No, we've
Yeah,
already
I say it
established.
like swat. Yeah, which isn't right. It should be like hat, which is harsher and angrier than when you say it like swat. You know it's true. You
I
should
don't know.
definitely all-
Yeah, I can see it.
We should look at the. I mean, it's yes, twat hat. That's right. Yeah, that's true. So yes, our friend Finn, who played some of the very early games on the website, definitely says it correctly, as in the way I say it. All right, what are you doing? You're buying a camel.
Are we?
No, we've got a wagon.
No, we're
good.
gonna take
Got
a
a wagon.
wagon.
Wait,
I mean, the
do
last one
we have
died.
something we have
Do we need
something
a
to pull the
sacrificial one?
wagon, right?
You've got a horse. There's a pony nag thing
Okay.
with the wagon.
Okay.
You have a horse,
cool.
like a broken ass old horse with the wagon.
What if his
Sacrifice.
horse dies like our old camel dies?
then you're going to be dragging this Vardo through the desert. Which is going to make me laugh my ass off, let's not lie.
So
Can
guys, I
our
have
druids
regard.
summon any animals?
I mean, I don't. Yeah,
I mean, I
think-
guess we could get a camel since we can't afford it just to have an extra camel.
Oh, backup camel. I like
Yes,
that.
exactly. Backup camel.
What happens if that one dies? We need a backup to the backup.
We need to figure out
Then we
how
have
much
Kevin.
actual loot. Does somebody know how much loot you have, or is that something I'm going to have to figure out for you and tell you about? Guessing
That's a
that's-
very good
We have
question.
10,000
Because
in
you
gold.
took a ton of money and then you put a bunch back, and I know what you put
We
back.
just put
so
all, yeah, we put all the stuff back that was like the religious stuff.
Right, and that
Kept
seems
some
to stop you
cash.
turning into donkeys. So I mean, ultimately, just take all of that, and then you could all pull the Vardo. Because you'd all be donkeys. Bottom.
Oh, that would
Okay.
be terrible.
It'd be funny though. Whole party.
Oh, it would be
please,
hilarious.
You like drag this money. It'd be funny if you came in, the party that comes in and raids the temple just before they leave this place, and then walks away and ends up somewhere else, turning into donkeys with no way of returning the gold.
Hey, speaking of somewhere else, is this money still going to be good at other places?
It's gold. It works. It's for spending everywhere. It's gold. So I assume that all these places have their own currency, but ultimately what a trader will do is weigh it for value and test its purity.
Nice.
Okay, so you're going to buy a camel.
Backup camel.
I think we should. buy a backup
Town will
camel.
sell you a backup camel for 25 gold.
25.
I think
mean,
we
you've
should
already
threaten to
killed-
stay.
We're
You've
gonna
already
negotiate
killed
getting
one
them
camel.
down
I
to
think
20
we're getting
at
the
least.
bad juju, not discount. Opposite
Yeah,
of discount.
going into town, you realize people are backing away from you. They seem to be clustering in groups, kind of just talking among themselves.
We wave spooky fingers at them.
But
Does it work?
Leah's downstairs watching What We Do in the Shadows, the movie.
That's so
Which is-
great.
It's
Ah.
amazingly funny. The series is funny, but the movie's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I love the movie.
And then
But the
obviously
series is
and
great.
the same guy did Jojo Rabbit, which is also
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh, that was.
I need to
that's-
see that movie.
That's
still.
sad. That one. cuts,
Sad,
but-
but
I liked it.
hilarious.
It had
Hilarious.
really funny moments and really sad moments, and I was like, "This is swerving all over the place." I don't.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know,
really, it was hilariously funny.
It was a really good
He
movie.
He blows himself up with a hand grenade. Spoilers, which is hilarious. Okay, so you get your camel. The camel turns into a donkey. Yes, just load it up with that cursed gold.
It does.
Oh no.
What you should do
I mean,
is
it would still
train a
work.
donkey to go and steal the gold.
No, what we should do is we should keep the camel. We should wait until we're about to leave here. Then we get the cursed gold and give it to the camel so that it turns into a donkey. So when we come into a not desert, there's not a miserable camel. There's just a happy fat donkey.
Chat, I like that. Chat says camel is a curse. It was a half.
Problem with that.
25 gold.
20 gold.
He's glancing at the people around him. I can go no lower than 23.
20.
Well, then we'll just stay here
don't think-
forever.
I don't think you would like that. The general mood of this place is against you right now. There is
Then
lots of bad things happened since you
So,
came here.
20 gold.
Perhaps you should give us a camel. We'll get out of your hair.
Fine, 20 gold. You not come back.
Okay.
Question.
Can't guarantee that.
We might come back for 20 gold. For free, we wouldn't come back.
Have we
Just hand it over.
He hands you a camel. It is a scrawny camel. It's the worst camel in the whole camel lot.
Aw, I love it.
Tell them we want a different one.
It's three-legged.
Oh,
It's
I
got
like
like
this
one
one. I
eye.
have
It's got some kind of
Three-legged
growth.
camel. Oh,
I
no
like
tail.
it.
I like it. All right.
I
You
pet
both
it.
Fleabag the camel. It has
named
no
him
teeth.
named him
It
Buddy.
has no teeth.
Oh, it can't bite me. It's even better.
That's right. It can just gum you to death.
Yeah.
And give you a very vicious gumming.
I love this camel.
Giddy.
Fucking chat tonight, seriously. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Shit. Thank you, Nightbot.
Oh.
Thank you. All right, so you're heading off into the desert. Are you taking anything else with you? You're riding the Vardo with your extra camel. The Vardo isn't great on the desert, but it does manage to get through. You might actually want to attach your camel and the horse to it to help pull it through. The wheels aren't designed for the sand.
Can do.
That's a good idea.
Eventually, you find the old road leading south, and it's a little firmer, so it's easier going. And you follow it
Sweet.
until eventually, as evening is drawing on, you arrive at the terrible Tomb of Terribleness.
Terrible Tomb of
We
Terribleness.
look for doggies.
Terrible Tomb of Terribleness. The Tomb of Anhktepot.
Empty pot.
Anhktepot.
Do we spy any doggies?
Make the perception checks.
Oops.
18. That's good. That's good.
Best roll on my
Seven.
all day.
7. That's
Not
terrible.
good.
25. See the cleric's back on his game.
I see
All
all.
right. Scanning the horizon, you actually see none of these dogs at all. You get to the cliff face, you can hear the roaring of the wall of Ra above you. You find the little entryway into the area where the tomb is. Are you proceeding?
Yeah, there's no dogs around.
Yep.
Okay.
What are we doing with the wagon?
It's coming
It's-
along.
It can roll along the road. It's rolling along the road with you. So you
I
roll
can go
down.
in?
Rolling,
Yeah, it
rolling.
can fit. There's a road runs down to this tomb. So you roll down into the tomb down the road, and the area in front of the tomb is clear of terrible dogs. There are not hundreds like there were before. You see
That's
the
good.
building that Missy crept up to? It is a low, flat building. It is enormous. It is vast in size. The statues that sit outside it are maybe 100, 200, 100, 150 feet high, carved out of stone. There are some 200 columns lining the front of it. There are 6 statues sat along the front. And in the middle of it all is what Missy presumed was a door, but looked like an enormous slab of stone. And it is still in place.
Are we too early?
Any markings or writing or anything?
I'm gonna
There
look around this
are-
door.
There's those strange kind of pictographic writings that you've seen here before that
At the tomb
can't-
or at
you
the
can't-
temple?
you can't read. Yes.
Oof.
What time is it?
It's getting on to kind of late afternoon, coming on to early evening.
I wonder if it has to be dark for it to open.
I mean, it is called the Night of Thoth, right?
Yeah.
As
So
opposed
we
to
just
the
have to wait it
the
out.
late afternoon of Thoth. I mean, you could prepare a bit, right?
Prepare.
You pull up outside, there's nothing here except for gigantic statues. I mean, you could climb up if you want, or hang out, or explore.
I want to explore.
Okay. It's
I
a
want to
big
check out the
desert.
statues, I guess.
Check out the statues. Okay. The statues to the left of the doorway. The closest to the door has like a hawk's head. The one next to that has like an ankh and a large sun And then on the other side is a female statue that you don't really recognize. Maybe you do. It's actually, you had a full tour, a very boring tour. You recognize the statues as Ra, Osiris, and Isis in order from the door out. And on the right side, there is 3 other statues that appear to be human, not gods at all, which you assume are potentially the people buried here. The middle statue of the 3 on the right has been completely defaced. Its features have been completely discernible, but it was at some point a woman, a female statue. The other 2 are men.
Slender man.
The first statue is a male, the middle statue is a female, the third statue is a male. The middle statue has been completely defaced to the point that the features of the face are completely undiscernible.
When you say defaced, do you mean like people have messed with it, or like the weather has just ruined it?
No, it's clearly been destroyed on purpose.
Oh, I see. So she was the popular one here.
Yeah, the other statues are nowhere near that, and they've clearly been hit by wind and sand, and not worn down anywhere near like this. You can actually see defacement on the statue. Clearly, it was
I want to ask Abu if he knows who these statues are, the human ones.
Stories say this is Anhktepot, the one closest to the door, the great pharaoh, lord of this land. This, I suspect, is his wife, Nefir, and the one on the end is probably his vizier, Ankamon.
Vizier?
I summon you! So sorry. Ankamon, I choose.
See a Digimon?
Right. No, he's just a dude in a big pointy hat. He was like the advisor. He was the advisor to Anhktepot.
He would walk behind Anhktepot with his hands over his chest. His brazier.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He's the brazier. Yes, that's right. That's a terrible joke. He's got like that long pointy beard that all viziers have.
Long pointy tits.
Right. Yeah. So clearly someone has defaced the face of Nefir for some reason.
Was it Abu?
Abu did it, right? He's been so bored this past 2,000 years.
I don't blame him.
Have knocked off like a 60-foot head of this massive statue.
Oh, whoa. They're that big?
They're huge. They're like 150 feet high, and they're seated.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we know that Nefir was a mummy, so I mean, it's not surprising that they would try to destroy her image.
That's possible.
Statues, do I notice any traps or anything? Or
you gonna search around?
I
gonna search around where you think the door might be?
That was my perception check there, that 14.
Oh, you look around where you think the door is, and honestly, you can't even see a seam. It literally just looks like solid worked stone. You've no idea how you would open this, even if it could be opened.
The statues have to open it.
You tap on it, and it feels literally like it's solid stone.
I slap it and say, you can fit a lot of mummies in here.
You could fit a lot of mummies in here. What are you doing?
Well, then I'd like to climb up to her face. Can I use my disguise kit to paint a face on her face?
I mean, she doesn't really have a face. It's been shattered off, like the front of her face is gone.
Yeah, so then I'm just gonna paint some eyes and a nose and a mouth.
I mean, they're gonna be enormous eyes, right? Your disguise kit's got this tiny ass brush.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are you standing on my shoulders to paint these?
I'm not opposed to if it's shoulders. She's got to climb up the statue 80 feet.
I'm ready to climb.
Get going. This can only end well.
This can only end in 86 damage is what this can only end. Okay, you climb up the statue and you start to daub some eyes on there with pitch.
Yeah.
She
Or
says she's gonna dub eyes on there. She really just writes butts over and over again.
Right? It just draws a big penis.
That's what I was thinking. A giant penis. I mean, why not?
I mean, I could tell you a lot of reasons why not, but you aren't going to listen, so.
It's already started.
Yeah.
There's no stopping it now.
There's no stopping. It's the big dick where her head used to be. Somebody defaced her and you finished the job. Bandage up her head like a Silent Hill nurse. Really, chat? Apparently chat would like you for Zia Ankh-Morpork. No.
I mean, great movie. So I'm down.
Silent Hill. It's a good computer game. The movie's okay. The second movie is appallingly bad.
Yes,
I
it
agree.
is. No, only the first one is good.
Yes, the second one is very bad. Very,
I've
very
always wanted to do, Alec and I, a joint Halloween costume of Pyramid Head and one of the nurses.
Oh, yeah, you should do that. Who's going to be Pyramid Head?
Me.
Okay, good. I mean, I'm not here to judge. I mean, Alec could make a beautiful bandaged crazy nurse all twitchy and stuff. Chat says you should do it and post pictures for Halloween.
I mean, it won't
Except
happen
for
this Halloween because, you know, there's nowhere to go.
Well, I mean, what else are you doing other than building a pyramid head in your garage?
Parking my cars in it?
Right. Outside your garage, in the street, you'd be building.
Oh,
a
right.
pyramid.
Okay.
Those things are probably very hard to make, balance-wise, just to stand in it.
Yeah.
What do you make it out of? I guess wobbler or something like that. Makes it nice
I
and
just
light.
foam.
Yeah.
Oh, that like
I mean-
foam display board would.
Yeah, that
probably be it.
display
Mhm.
board. Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to be breaking your back trying to walk around. And then you've got to make
Exactly.
your gigantic butcher knife.
Right. Yeah, that, you know, gets to drag behind you.
Mm-hmm. You got to make a metal edge so it makes sparks when you drag it across the parking lot.
And it sounds heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you're here outside the Tomb of Anhktepot. It is early evening.
Cool.
Still waiting for that sun to go down.
Okay, you wait. The sun goes down and eventually the moon comes up. It is a full moon and larger than you would think.
It's a harvest moon.
As the huge moon rises just above the horizon, the stone wall vanishes.
Oh, it just straight up
Nice.
vanishes. All right.
Wow.
Vanishes. It doesn't move.
Surprise,
It literally
surprise.
ceases to exist. And
Super
behind
cool.
it, there is a 60-foot long corridor into darkness.
Nice. Do we have torches or a light source?
I think we all have
Sure.
those, like, adventurer packs. So
Yeah.
we should all
Cool.
have torches.
I light a torch.
Here, I get
Same.
my map out. I've got my map.
Oh, wait. Don't I have, hold on. I have, hold on.
I have light.
The spell.
How long does this
yeah.
last?
What? Light. It's a while.
Up to an hour.
Yeah, light
Yeah.
lasts a while.
I'm
Isn't it a
gonna press
cantrip?
to digitate
Oh.
something.
Can you make light with prestidigitation?
I can instantly light anything.
Oh, but it's dim, unlike light, which is like a torch, right?
No, it says I can
Yeah.
instantaneously light or snuff out a candle torch or snuff.
Oh, you can
Fire.
light a candle, as in make a candle.
Yeah. I
become-
was thinking like holding
on.
around like a little orb of light, but that's not what prestidigitate does.
No, you want the light spell for that.
Yeah, I don't have that
Mhm.
one.
This is an enormous. This whole corridor is 10 feet wide, and it is about 60 feet long. Actually, that's a lie. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually 120 feet long. So the description in the module is incorrect.
When we look around at the walls, are they depicting more scenes or anything like that?
Inside the door, this initial corridor is literally just incredibly plain.
Mm.
There are those pictographic writings all over the wall on the outside, but
Yeah.
there's nothing in here. It is completely and totally bare as you enter down here. Are you going in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With my
Oh, I
my
think
lit
you should.
torch.
It's
And
bigger on the
Abu.
inside.
Is Abu coming with us? Is he scared?
Why is somebody clicking weapon proficiency, weapon proficiency, weapon proficiency?
That would be me trying to like get this thing to work, but
It's
it's not.
good.
So.
It's clear. Well, I mean, it's working. Just clearly not maybe how you intended.
Not the way. Yes, correct. My bad.
She has.
All right.
I have both language and weapon proficiency.
I understand you have a weapon proficiency. Hey, how's it going? I understand you have a weapon proficiency. All right, are you going in?
Yep.
It is totally dark inside. There's no light whatsoever.
That's why we have
What about our
torches.
torches?
Yeah.
Do they still work, or are you saying those don't work when we go?
Oh no, you can light spells. You can light torches and come in. The lights flicker on the walls. Walk down the corridor. After maybe 100 feet, you realize the room ahead is very, very large.
Even though we can't really see it.
You sense how big it is. It is huge, the room beyond. Pretty huge.
Oh my god. Thanks, Bree. Had to be part of the game.
Weapon proficiency.
This is where we
You just typed it. That's true. Oh, that's proficiency. We're very happy you have that proficiency.
I'm proficient in the pants.
Okay, you wander forward to the first room. The still air smells faintly of the dust kicked up by your feet. The coolness of this room is a sharp contrast to the heat of the desert outside. The slightest sound seems to echo from the distant walls. The roof of this room soars dozens of feet overhead. Its depths are lost in the shadows. The walls are gloom enshrouded, partly masking the painted and carved figures of an age and culture long dead. A small building squats before you, a collection of columns supporting a flat stone roof. Man-sized stone falcons wearing crowns are perched on each corner of the rooftop. Each column is carved in the shape of a man, many with the heads of beasts. Their implacable gaze judges you unworthy of their attention.
Great. So they won't mind if we go inside.
So this room is about 80 feet by 100 feet square, and it is the light source can't really see the ceiling. It's probably 30, 40, 50 feet high.
We don't know how high it is, yeah.
It's about 40 feet, you think, up to the ceiling. In this room on the opposite side, you see a building that's supported by figures and has falcons all around the top. Thinking about the iconography, anyone can make me a religion check if they wish.
Just religion?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's not my job.
The
Wow.
cleric roll of 4 again is the most sacrilegious cleric. 14 is good. Having paid attention during your tour, you realize that the falcon and general bird symbology is synonymous with Ra.
Rah!
Ra.
Ah! That's why I knew that one.
Right. What are you doing? So, to your left, into the darkness, you see a corridor leaving this room. And ahead of you, either side of the building, corridors extend deeper into the tomb.
Try and get into the building.
We found a dungeon.
Well, do we want to try to get into the building or look around? And
You could just walk into the building. It literally is a platform supported by figures, all of which look like gods. And that's
Are
all
there
that's in there.
stairs?
There are no stairs.
Is there a ladder?
There may once have been, but not right now.
How high up is it?
It's not high, maybe 20 feet.
Not high, just 20 feet. That's all.
I mean, that's not high compared to some of the stuff you could climb.
Well, like we can't. Okay, we have to climb up to it somehow.
Mm.
Got it. We're really good at that.
I mean, if you want to get up there, you could totally climb up there.
I'm climbing.
Going?
Oh, whoops. Oops, sorry. I meant to just click it once.
Is that 26 or a 13?
It was 13 is what it should be. I accidentally clicked it twice.
I mean,
but
you
we
can
could go
climb.
with the
It's-
26.
It's easy enough to climb. There's lots of handholds on the statues. You climb
Cool.
up. On top of the roof, you find a low altar, which is not visible from the ground.
Mm. An altar.
I think
Abu,
it's-
go lay on it. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
God.
let me wave
Kill a
this
boo.
knife over you.
I think it's
All
sweet that
right.
Kevin is leading the charge. We all know who's really
Good
really the
old
leader.
Kevin. He's the party leader. We all know it. Hang on. You're totally and absolutely gonna hate me. It's nice that you clustered yourself so I can select you. That's super nice.
Hey, is now a bad time to mention that we totally forgot to kill this zombie right here?
There's a zombie still alive?
I guess. And
Oh,
one
that's
over
so-
here too.
So
We're not on
terrible.
that map. We're not there.
We're already gone. We left.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
the
map's
townspeople's
not.
problem
Yeah.
now.
Yes,
Left
exactly.
it. The townspeople's problem now. That is correct. Alrighty, let's drop you here. There you are. Missy is separate from the party over here. Suggest that those steps are where we are. Everybody else is here. All right, we're going to use just generic maps for this stuff, as
Cool.
I don't have specific maps for this, so I'm moving you.
Raining? Crap, it's raining.
What? Raining where?
Men.
Is it really raining outside?
It sounds like it.
Hello?
I gotta put stuff in my car tonight. Stupid.
You rotated everybody. That's just terrible. Stop that.
Yeah, the front's moving through tonight.
Yeah, it's rain. It was raining a little bit ago here.
Oh, there's a little
No.
bit, yeah.
I say we're supposed to get a cold front, right? It's going to be down in like the 90s.
I
How-
know. I'm
How
excited.
did y'all do that?
Down into the 90s?
Oh no, I just feel like it's hot all the time here.
It is. It's Houston.
Great.
Houston, 90s, all the goddamn time.
Yeah, tomorrow's high, I think, is 68.
What?
It's gonna be fantastic.
You
Yeah, it's
Breaking
going to
out
be
my
beautifully
boots.
lovely.
I'm glad I
Breaking
kept
out
my
the
bike.
boots. And
Breaking out my boots.
I'm so excited about that. I didn't realize it was gonna be
My
that
favorite
cold.
accessories are scarves, boots, and jackets.
You
I
are
live in the wrong city.
I say
I
you totally
know.
live in the wrong place.
I completely live in the wrong city. I can only wear
Yeah.
my boots like late October through February, and then that's it.
I hate that they always try and push like fall type clothing on you though for beginning of the school. They're like, buy a hoodie, buy these long sleeve shirts, and then you cannot wear them in August. Like, when
I mean,
school
to
be
actually
fair,
starts.
The summer of Houston is also extremely cold inside, so
Right?
I always have a couple
Inside.
like sweaters and cardigans at work because it's inevitably only 60
cold.
degrees inside.
Houston is cold inside. Yes, it is.
It is.
What are you
The
guys
winter
doing
is-
all tilted like that?
Or the
It's
summer's
very
like
Yeah,
the
how did-
winter of Houston.
How did that even happen?
I suspect someone messed with you.
So rude.
Alec.
Mm.
Okay, so let's assume that. Hang on, let me draw. I gotta have to draw a thing, draw a shape.
Putting everybody on actual
on the grid.
on the grid. Yeah,
On the
everybody was
grid.
off the grid. No, we're still not really on it quite perfectly, but close enough.
Oh, I made a big black space. That's not good.
Oh no, Missy!
You've fallen into the void.
You've fallen in the void.
Yeah. So that's the building that she's climbed up on top of.
Oh, that's the building. Okay.
Let's move her to the front of it.
Are you using our theater of the mind right now, or
Theater of no? You've got a fucking map. What are you talking about? Theater of the
for
mind.
the big black splotch that just
It's
almost
a building roof. Be happy you've got something. And on that note, you mean you can roll initiative. Hold on, let me clear
Oh,
Gotta fight a building.
everybody or
Yeah,
everybody can roll initiative. Yes. Remember,
Yeah,
if you select your
everybody,
token before you roll initiative, it'll add you to the map.
everybody.
God, I wish there.
Oh my
I need,
god.
I need to
That's
get
where I
my.
get my info.
Oh, Fury.
That's
Well, you're
where my-
going first, I guess.
What I don't know what I'm I don't know what
Are you fighting?
Going
What's
first
going
or-
on?
What's going on?
Oh no.
And I said, hey, yeah, yeah.
No.
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 We need to scramble onto the roof.
Scramble. Yeah, only Missy's on the roof. The rest of you just hanging out, doing stuff. Okay. I need to roll my own initiative.
Scramble down a
No, waiting for
corridor.
her to be like, hey guys, come up here.
Here's the thing up here.
All right, I rolled a 10 because I forgot to put my plus in. Bonus, so I get a 10. Okay, everybody rolled initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Fang.
Cha.
Descending order. All right, Seyla. Pretty sure those birds, at least 2 of those birds on the top, have moved.
Oh, the statue birds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They just moved.
Cool.
And
You
you said
the
they're
one
on
that
the
had the staff or whatever that made that statue in the temple
That's me.
shape its tail or whatever.
Yeah, I was holding the staff and those snakes were kind of moving, but kind of not.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't really figure that one out.
No, it's a weird one that they added to the adventure for no real reason.
Oh,
It's
okay. Well, at least I didn't miss anything, so
Just for
too
funsies.
important.
Okay. Can I reach them from here, or do I have
They're 20 feet up.
20
The only
feet up?
person on level with them is Missy right now.
So I guess I need to get up there then, huh?
I
No,
mean,
you could just shoot.
You have
I can
range
Stuff
stuff.
far away. Yeah.
See dust
If you
falling from them onto the ground.
You don't want to be in melee range.
Yeah. Oh, I have
Mhm.
120 feet. Okay. I'll shoot one of them with a firebolt then.
Do it.
Why not? Where is it here? $12 to hit.
12 is a miss, I'm afraid.
Shocker.
It hits. It just doesn't seem to do anything. It just kind of scorches the stone.
Yeah. Okay.
Chat says you should just stand back and let Missy handle it.
I'm a baby.
Draw dicks on it.
I'm a baby. She is. She just looks like a baby. It's pretty great.
She's a toddler. It's fine. She can handle it.
That's 21 initiative to the next highest, which is an 11. That is appallingly
I've
bad.
rolled some shitty places, you guys.
We're really good
Hey,
at this
wait,
game.
Where am I? I thought I got a 14 or a 17.
Oh, did you not click your token?
I had
before rolling
had
it?
myself clicked. Why didn't it work?
Because that's bad. Hang on. Alekenora. What did you roll? You rolled a 17. You are correct. You are next. What are you going to do?
I'm sorry. What are we actually fighting?
Oh, ahead of you, there's a 20-foot tall building which has many pillars holding it up. On top of that building, there's a number of falcon statues, and 2 of them are starting to move now that Missy's on the top of it.
Stone gargoyle falcons.
So so
basically.
we're okay. So we're fighting the statues.
Yes.
All right.
Well, they're moving, so we're assuming you're fighting them because, you know.
I want to cast. I want to cast animal friendship.
What are you doing? Missy's
Take it
just
back to
got to... Well, I mean, you can cast Animal Friendship, but these animals are made of stone. They're not actually
We'll
animals.
get stoned.
Doesn't that
and
take
I will
like
cast
10
Animal
minutes
Friendship.
also?
Oh, maybe. Well, no. No, it takes one action, but probably
Well, the
doesn't work.
concentration time?
Concentration's just as long as I don't get hit.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And you can't have 2 concentration spells at the same time.
Okay. Shoot, I really don't have any like range spells, huh?
For a druid,
At
no,
least-
you really don't.
I'm not any prepared anyway.
I mean, later on, yes, but right now, no, probably not. You're more of a kind of control class than a direct attack class.
Can Missy see the statues
Yes, she's aware that they're starting to move.
moving, like to kill her, or are they just kind of moving?
They're just kind of shaking right now. Dust is falling off them as if they've long been dormant.
I talk to them.
We triggered something.
You did trigger something. You could try. I'm happy for anyone to try anything.
Okay. I'm gonna point at one of the statues and say, "Hey, you, you."
Its head kind of creaks and looks down at you. As I look, it's just a statue pointing at you. It's not. There's no intelligence there.
Hey. I don't know what else to do. I guess
Stares at you.
stares at me.
With its stone carved eyes.
Cause like I don't want to attack it, and then it turns out, oh, they were just kind of chilling, but now they're mad, and we're gonna have to fight a whole bunch of freaking ass gargoyles that we could have not had.
I like it when it's chilling, but it was kind of mad. It makes me happy.
So I'm just gonna kind of stand poised on the defensive for right now, I guess.
Poised on the defensive. I like that.
Like a cat. Except I
Like
can't turn
that
into
cat.
a cat.
Does that mean you're readying an action?
I think maybe more skipping my turn or like postponing my turn for now. Can I do that?
You can
I would be
delay.
readying an action.
Can you
Okay.
delay in 5e or not?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you would ready an action so that something would trigger a response. So you could
I wish
say
there was a delay.
if one of it used to have a delay. Every other one is just like I'm going to delay my action until
I
later
thought
in
you
the
could
turn.
delay your turn.
I
Well,
wish
if
all RPGs had delays.
I can't delay the turn, then I will ready a thorn whip at if any statue starts moving towards Missy to hurt her.
So delay is a variant rule in 5th edition.
That the DM can choose to acknowledge or not, basically.
A player may not delay their actions beyond the end of the round. They may use their turn. Oh, it's on homebrew too, so that's not even. It's not even legit. Apparently, in the official rules, you are unable to delay. You've just got to go on your turn or set yourself up for a readied action.
Yeah.
Okay,
say a
well,
specific action.
My readied action will be to cast a thorn whip on anything that starts up towards Missy.
Okay, so anything comes towards you, you'll thorn whip it.
Yeah.
Whip it good.
Na-na-na-na.
What can I reach with thorn whip from where I'm at?
I don't know what you got. It's 20 feet up and you're about 10 feet out. So Pythagoras says that maybe.
As long as it's like
math.
right here,
How long is your thorn whip?
30 feet, I think.
30
Check.
feet?
Yeah,
Pretty
30.
intense thorn whip.
That's a hell of a whip. 30-foot whip.
It's a magical whip
Yeah.
made of thorns.
Are you Wonder Woman now?
Yeah, apparently. Thorn whip of truth. Chat. No, apparently you can no longer delay an action, but you can ready.
Yeah,
an
I
action.
would rather delay my action, but I'll settle for just preparing for anything to hit Missy or myself or
Okay,
Kevin.
So if something goes to attack someone, you're going to thorn whip it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. We're moving along. Mr. Saul.
Make sure I understood correctly. There's this platform that Missy is on that is being
Correct.
held up by.
Yeah, there's like 20, 30 columns, all looking like people and various animal-headed things, holding up, carved to look like they're holding the statue, the platform up. Missy has climbed up a statue and is stood on top about 20 feet in the air. And there are 2 birds on each corner that are just starting to move.
Okay. So I'm going to charge up to this corner and hit one of the statue people in the knee.
I mean, there's like 20 of them. It's not going to do a great deal. I mean, you can hit
one.
And
Just
let that
work
be
this-
lesson, G-Bird.
And
Hold on,
take
that's it.
that!
Take this down in like... So the statue of the person isn't moving. There's birds on top of the platform that are moving.
Well, maybe if they see me beating stone and breaking stone, it makes
They'll come and get you. I got you. Okay, so you're wailing on this statue and chunks of the stone are coming off.
Mm-hmm.
You're
What
just
are
gonna
you
make the
using?
giant people statues come alive, and we're gonna have to like.
Does anybody
Kill them all.
remember
Yeah, right.
Freakazoid when he had the little Astro Boy parody that would just run up to people and start going ah, and like banging on their knees? That's what I'm picturing in my head.
Okay.
Don't
You
correct me.
wail on the statue. Now my creatures get a turn. I'm going to pop them on the map because I don't currently have them on. Hold on, let me pop them on. Okay, so these are not the creatures you see. You see stone falcons, but I'm using the creature that's closest to them.
Eee. They're cute.
They are.
Aw.
Yeah. Okay. So the creature to the left kind of glances away from Alekenora and begins to kind of shake its wings and starts to fly towards Missy. So it moves this way with an intent to attack. Alkenora's readied action can trigger.
Rude ass burb.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it. Palm whip it. Whip it
Why
good.
isn't it doing it?
Whip it good.
14 will hit.
For 2 whole damage.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it barely does the thing. That's great. So this one closes on Missy.
The pole.
Does it have anything else, Thorn Whip, or is it just
It
damage?
does have the option of pulling it closer to me, and I think
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that, but it's only by 10 feet, so I don't know if
Okay.
it works.
Let's say that you kind of entangle it and pull it towards you. So the effect would be that you kind of drag it down towards you, so it's neither in combat with you or Missy. It's kind of in the air between you.
Okay.
It would be here, effectively, but it's up about 10 feet
It's
in
up
the
in the
air.
air. Okay.
So it's 10 feet up, but it's... I hate the
Is it
three-dimensionality.
flying?
Yeah, it's flying.
How? It's made of stone.
It's
Right?
a gargoyle.
Right? Yeah, it's magic, dude. You know, you're a tall green giant
Gargoyles are
lady
not
with...
above the laws of physics.
Right? No, it's flying.
Mm.
The other one swoops around and down and comes towards Saul on this side as he's beating up on its temple. Probably not great. Could I kind of fly by shit? No, not really. Okay. I'm going to beak attack you
Beak attack.
for an 11
That
and a
does not,
claw attack for a 17.
that does not hit.
All right, it comes in, it's like to attack you, kind of starts to flutter around you and bite and attack like a bird, just kind of fluttering at your face and clawing and biting. And
Wait, how big is this supposed to be?
it's pretty large, actually. I mean, considering it's maybe 5 feet, made of stone.
On this tiny little gnome?
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
probably-
I could just land and swallow him, is what I'm hearing. But the first time I swallowed a party member, that's what she said. Okay.
Oh, we had that happen in our
Karou.
old one. All right, I'm going to chromatic orb one of them and then twin it and do the other one. So,
Shit, that sounds legit. Let's try that.
we're gonna start with this one, the one on the
Okay.
left, and then I'll
Do
hit
it.
the one on the right. So to the one on the left.
No.
Well,
That a 6.
that's a crit fail.
Your chromatic orb sails off into the tomb.
All right, let's try that again.
Get
How about a 23?
23
Never
will
had it.
totally hit. What
All
does
right,
it do?
let's
What-
do team. What does stone take best?
Acid?
Acid?
I was gonna try force after this. I don't know.
So thunder, maybe?
Maybe thunder, maybe lightning. I don't know.
I'll go with thunder. I feel like
Okay.
sound is not a great idea for stone.
You
I know.
blast a chromatic orb, and there's a huge boom of sound. Do you want to make me a roll? You know, a wild magic roll.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you should
Once
do
or
that.
twice.
I don't know. I mean, twinning
Magic.
technically is twinning is meta magic, so only once will be fine. Technically, you only cast one spell. You just made it swanky looking. Dust falls all around you as the sound kind of reverberates around. You hear it booming through the halls around you. Clearly, anything with ears ahead is probably aware you're here. And that's 11. You see the thing, the bird shakes and just kind of trembles, these cracks forming in it.
Perfect.
Which one did you?
Hey,
That was this one that got hit.
What
on the
kind
right.
of effect was it though?
Thunder.
Thunder damage.
I don't know if I
Round.
think thundery.
Oh, I
Missy,
do.
Missy, it's you.
Do either of these count as being within 5 feet? Obviously not the one 10 feet up, but does the one next to Saul? Is that within 5 feet of Saul?
It is within 5 feet of Saul because it's fighting him.
Cool. Then I'm going to shoot it
Okay, you should shoot it.
with my sneakies as well. Then
Snake.
14 will hit.
How does that work? Do you have like a trench coat that you just hide the crossbow?
I clicked it. Nothing's happening. Do it. There it is. Oop. For 18.
You sneak it, and even with the things it gets that stop it from dealing with that sneak business, it's still your arrow pierces one of the cracks that's already established and it just shatters to pieces.
Oh.
Hi, Burb.
Step back.
Boom! It is dead.
Cool.
How much did you hit it with? 9?
18
Mhm.
total.
Oh, 18 total. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would probably do it.
Yeah, 18 total is definitely doing it.
Mm.
Leah has arrived. If you'd like to see her hair,
Yeah.
Yeah.
put your hair on. Put
Come
your
on,
hair on
goth
camera.
buddy.
Okay,
Goth.
Ah.
buddy.
You're over here.
just putting the hair
Come
on.
Come on.
Hey.
I'm very confused.
Twin.
They can't see it because it's black.
I like it.
Oh, it is not blending in with the background.
I like it.
How's it going? All right. Done. So you
Yeah.
dashed off to the back. So that you
Yeah.
notice when you dash to the back that there's some kind of entrance way back here as well.
I found a butthole entrance in the rear, you guys.
It's a butthole entrance in the rear.
Oh, that's a cool map.
Thanks. The problem I have is I can't put them on it because it's isometric. So I'm playing with them on this flat map, but having to do theater of the mind for exploring the actual tomb.
Cool map.
It is a cool map. I like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, so they can't see this at all?
Well, they can't see the map.
No.
They're currently in this room here, fighting on top of this elevated platform, and eventually they'll end up here.
Just
or
The
crawl along
building.
the ceiling. It works every time.
crawl along. It's like this. The other
That's
problem
what
is
I've heard.
there's three-dimensionality to this map. So
Turn
it
into a
goes like-
spider.
Don't let him impose his rules.
I don't rule.
You break those-
I
you break
am
those rules of
merely,
physics.
merely the conduit of their consequence.
The conduit of the consequence.
That's right. That's all the DM is.
Uh-huh.
You make the choices. All I do is suggest the consequences.
Right. But tell me I can't crawl across the ceiling. Best part ever.
Spider.
All right, Missy, are you
Spider
done? Tomas, show them how it's done.
Have we tried radiant damage on this thing?
Nope, nobody's
No,
tried
not yet.
radiant. So far, you've
Okay.
had thorny whip damage and thunder damage and an arrow.
All right, so I'm gonna move here and then hit him with Sacred Flame.
Wait, you're it. Sacredly flame.
To the knee.
He
Oh
has to make
wow!
a save.
For one whole
One
damage.
For 1 whole damage.
Oh wow, that's a 1. He has to make a dex save.
What do you
does.
roll? An 8? Oh, goodness.
That's a 17. He's not really a hippogriff, but he's using the stats of one. He passes and dodges your sacred flame.
I'm gonna use a bonus action
Oh,
to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I'm gonna create a lightning bolt frozen in time
oh,
above him with like tendrils of sort of lightning, flickering off the sides and kind of zapping
that
almost
sounds
like a-
dangerous.
like a Tesla coil.
So you're casting sacred weapon,
Yep,
spiritual weapon. Is
spiritual weapon.
that a bonus action for you? That's
It
pretty
is.
great.
It says casting time 1 bonus action.
That's amazingly nice. Does he get to act, or does that just summon it?
It says create a spectral weapon, last for the duration. It doesn't say the target.
You get to attack with it the round it arrives.
Yeah,
I think you do.
I think so.
That's a 23 to hit, doing 11 force damage. Yeah, that'll hurt. Your lightning bolts smash into it. I mean, obviously, it doesn't look much like lightning. It looks like lightning bolts smashing into stone. But pieces of it just disintegrate to the ground. Its wings look tattered and ripped apart. Okay. Seyla, back to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my favorite, not my favorite, that I never can try or never can hit.
Good.
Elders. Oh, look at that!
Hey!
20 to hit, 8
20 to hit.
damage.
For 8.
I like that. You channel your patron's power, and it blows the thing out of the air. It shatters in pieces. And it rains down on the ground beyond. Boom!
Hooray.
2 dead stone birds.
Herbs.
Hooray.
What you doing?
I think we got to climb up this thing and go into the butthole.
You could do that. There is an exit beyond. There's also an exit to the left out of this room.
To the butthole! Oh, my arm is sore.
My guess is that there are more platforms like this, but for Osiris and Isis.
Maybe.
Mm.
I mean, this is clearly a temple of some kind that is just inside the door, which had you
You said
studied your
the
religion.
statues are holding the platform up, right?
Yes, they are.
Can you go through the statues underneath the platform? Is there anything in there?
You can. There's nothing inside. It's just like an empty space.
I'm
It
not going to
seems
do
like
that.
it seems like the altar is actually up on the platform, out of sight of the ground.
All right. Well, I'm going to climb up.
Somebody's
Kevin.
up there.
Me and Kevin are going to climb up.
Kevin's gonna climb up. Kevin's got sticky feet. Kevin has no problem.
You're short.
Okay, so there is a black
Wanna-
doorway.
I'm going to yank
leading-
the gnome up as well.
Right, everybody climbs up. I'm not going to mess around. There's plenty of handholds on the statues. You can climb up here.
I don't know.
Wait, where'd Saul go?
You're on top of me. The way I like it.
And he loves it.
Wait, where'd the gnome go?
Yeah,
Let's play hide the gnome.
let's
Oh,
not
God.
do that. Let's go.
And on Twitch.
And it'll take a lot to
Especially
get
with that
banned on
voice.
Twitch. I mean, they're busy fighting ladies with their boobs out, right? They're not worried about us hiding the gnome. All right, so there is a black doorway beyond this altar here.
Cool.
A black doorway.
Mm-hmm.
I knock. Well, actually, no. I'll check it for traps.
It's
Hey, what happens if someone
You've
knocks
learned
back?
nothing.
Check of traps.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
Checking
You
No.
realize that it is very old wood that has been lacquered black. That is all you learn. You do not think it is trapped. You do not think it is locked.
I now knock on it.
Okay, you knock on it. You knock. The wood is brittle. Parts of it kind of crumble away as you kind of knock on it.
Someone just put a foot through it and you'll just,
Yeah, I open it now.
disintegrate it.
Okay, you open it. It pulls open without much resistance and leads into a dark, long corridor that slopes downwards into a room beyond.
Ooh.
Creepy.
I
Down we
slope
go.
Down
Down
into the
you
room.
go. You get to the end of the corridor and look up. Enormous stone statue of a man dominates the view before you. Your head barely reaches to his ankles. The statue is seated on a block, hands flat on his lap. The powerful physique of the man being depicted is readily apparent since he wears only a crown and ceremonial loincloth. To
Well,
either
it's a good thing
side
he's
of-
got that loincloth on.
I know, right? You wouldn't want to see his stone todger. To either side of his legs and between them are statues of other figures
Killer box.
nearly twice your height.
Oh,
Does it
just
look like-
twice. We can handle that.
Does it look like one of the human statues from out front?
Yes, this is what Apu identified as Anhktepot.
Nice.
And again, between the legs, the one between the feet appears to be the statue that was defaced on the outside. It looks like a beautiful woman with very aquiline features, very well defined. Looks like a very fine featured woman. But the body
Did
is
not
the
paint
same.
her well. I'm like, damn it.
On the outside, no. Just at least she's got eyes now, right? Like a smiley face outside. Like a smile. The walls in this
Sad.
room is enormous. It is hundreds of feet across. Two doors go from behind you back into the room you came from, on either side. To the left of you, there is a corridor that vanishes into darkness, and additionally, a stairwell rises from the left-hand wall. To the right, another corridor vanishes into darkness.
Split the party.
I'm all for that. Let's do it. On either side of the huge statue are clay figures of warriors. There are several dozen on each side. The figures appear to be painted to represent warriors of the time that they were made. Each one appears to be holding a bronze short sword and a bronze-tipped spear.
Ooh.
Take their spears so they can't
Don't-
fight us.
Don't touch.
Don't touch nothing.
Don't touch them.
So there's probably
no.
maybe 30 warriors in here made of what you assume to be clay.
We see any donkey-shaped corpses anywhere near them?
No donkeys near them.
I think we should continue on and check out some of these hallways.
So you have a hallway to the left, a hallway to the right, a stairwell to the left, and behind you in the previous chamber, there was a hallway to the left.
Oh, this is where not having a map gets so hard for me. Let's just keep going to
Right,
the
it's
right,
right here.
for as long as possible.
It's here. There it
And
is.
this
Uh-huh.
And there.
Hallway-
Helpful?
hallway left, hallway right, stairwell left, and then back where we came from.
All right, then you're navigating. Cool.
So the problem, I almost drew this, and then I realized that most of the space is empty. It's literally just corridors and hallways leading to rooms.
Nice.
So you're in an enormous room with an enormous statue. To your left, there is a corridor. To your right, there is a corridor. And to your left, there is a stairway leading upwards.
Stairway.
Stairway to
Stairway?
heaven. Stairway. Okay.
I say stairway.
Let's
I
check-
don't know.
Sure,
Okay.
why not?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. Climb the stairs. They are steep. They are made of stone, and no one has been here in a very long time.
I pressed
At
the
the top-
digitate and clean the dust away.
All the dust. How much dust can you clean? There's a lot of dust right here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can sit there and cast it for a while, I guess.
The walls on
I
either
start
side,
sneezing.
as you rise up, are depicting
supposed to be over here now.
images of a figure you assume to be Anhktepot, and various women and various children. It seems like a
Like a
It's the-
nursery?
no. It's like telling a story of like a family of Anhktepot with various women having various children.
So
Actively having them.
he's a player?
Yeah, he had multiple wives. That's right. He had multiple wives.
Polyamorous?
Sure,
Maybe-
he's
maybe some
definitely
husbands. I don't know.
he's definitely that.
Hmm.
Okay,
How
you
modern.
reach the top. You probably think you climbed about 80 feet up this steep stair. You reach a room in which the center of the room there is a large sarcophagus.
Ooh.
Don't touch it.
Around the room there are various artifacts and things, pots, jars. But the most focal point of the room is the sarcophagi in the center.
Someone use
does-
Mage Hand and open it.
Is it closed?
It is closed, yes.
I mean, I
Does-
can use Mage Hand and open it if that's what you would like me to do.
Yeah.
Are there any signs that it's been opened?
Make me a perception check.
We be looking.
20 will work for Missy. There are definitely scrape marks on the side of this that would indicate that this has been opened in the past.
Hoo 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 hoo.
Do you want me to Mage Hand and open it?
Can Mage Hand lift a stone sarcophagus lid?
Eh.
It's probably what,
Why are they
1,000
so hard?
pounds?
Can't.
Yes.
Ooh.
Huh.
Ha ha ha.
Sees all the things.
I see
You
everything.
can manipulate an object, unlock a locked door or container, open an unlocked door,
Oh, I can't carry.
store or
more
retrieve an
pounds.
item, but it
What's it-
can't carry more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, this thing weighs about 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, I don't think Mage Hand is opening that.
Damn.
Hmm.
We have to use our real hands.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, for some of you, they may be mage hands, right? Just none of you are mages. You're all like
No, yeah.
weird stuff.
Can you use Warlock hands?
Warlock hands,
Ooh.
rogue
It doesn't have the
hands,
same range, does
Sorcerer
it?
hand.
druid hands. Right.
These rogue
fighter
hands are too important. We're not using
That's
these rogue
right.
hands.
Don't stick them in there. Rogue hands that are worth far too much.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Do we
There is
need
a-
to open it?
There is a corridor leading from this room to the right.
I think something might be in there. The mummy that has been attacking the town, potentially.
I mean, well,
Oh.
let's open it.
Cleric, turn
Oh,
undead.
hold on. There was no disruption in the dust on the stairs. So were these things like floating and hovering in the
The
desert, or
mummy
were they
was
walking?
flying. No, it was
Was he
flying.
flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Good.
looking around this room, it is clear that there has been some movement in this room, just not down the stairwell.
Before we open it, I'd like to take a peek down that corridor leading right.
Okay. The corridor leading right heads about 40, 50 feet before ending in another room. The room is filled with small sarcophagi.
Oh,
Like children.
All the babies.
Mhm.
They're Missy sized.
They are Missy-sized. Missy-sized sarcophaguses.
And there are no exits except for the one that we came from, leading from that room.
This room again has an exit on the right.
Hmm.
So heading back towards the room you came from.
So there's an exit leading right, additionally right, but also another exit
I'm
leading
gonna
back.
draw this.
Right. You came into the
Right.
room. There's small sarcophagi, and there's an exit on the right.
Okay, I want to look in the room on the right again.
Okay, this corridor is long. It's about 100 feet long. It's probably, you think, taking you back to about where the statue was.
Okay.
So, this room, oh, that's an interesting one.
Oh
So
no.
again, there are various things lying here. They look like boxes and chests and containers of things. Most of it is made of ceramic and just laid around the room in a very organized fashion. Almost like somebody was laying out a storeroom.
Okay. And the only way out of here is the way we came?
No, there is a corridor proceeding directly ahead of you.
All right, should we go back and open this
Is there
sarcophagus?
anything worth in any of the
So you can
chest
open a lot of it. A
anything?
lot of it, you kind of look in it and you see kind of stains of color inside. But a lot of what was in here may have been wine or oil, and long ago it has evaporated or gone.
So
Hello,
there's not
chat.
really anything of value at all?
Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the sarcophagi?
No, not the sarcophagi. In this room, it's mostly just supplies. So clearly it would have been things that may have been buried with a pharaoh that has vanished. There's nothing but the stains on the inside of the containers.
Oh, like the organs and stuff they stick in the bottom.
Oh, no, these aren't
separately?
canopic jars. This is things
Oh,
like
okay.
this is like food and wine and oil and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
that would have
yeah,
been
yeah,
put with the pharaoh that has long since vanished, but the remains are still there. It kind of layering the inside of the containers.
But no jewels or anything of value.
All just normal kind of it's just pots.
So this
basically, with-
person was not a royalty
that
of any
special.
sorts.
Well, I
Because
mean,
usually
all pharaohs are buried with mundane items as well as jewelry. It's just that jewelry is probably more well hidden from people like you.
Rude.
very.
There's a corridor extending directly ahead of you.
I want
What do
to
y'all
open the
think?
big sarcophagi.
Go
Yeah,
back.
I like that. Missy's like, let's open that sarcophagus. Sarcophagus. Heading forward, you arrive in another room. This room again is filled with small sarcophagi, and there is an exit to your right, which would bring you basically all the way around that enormous room ahead of that you came in through.
I never
Oh,
left.
okay. So it's a loop.
Yeah, it's basically going all stairs go up
Okay.
and you loop around the massive room.
Got it.
So there's from that massive room, there's one way that we have not explored yet.
There's two ways. There was the corridor to the left and the corridor to the right.
Oh, that weren't upstairs. That's right.
But
But
we're
this
not
one-
upstairs. From
Oh,
here,
okay.
there's one. For upstairs, there's a corridor leading. You haven't gone
Like
down
one
yet.
loop
I
around.
see. I gotcha. Okay.
There's
Yeah.
probably one more room, you think, before you end the loop.
Okay.
Going into it,
Might
Sure.
as Well,
this last room has no exits except for the one you came in through.
Hey,
A
we
lo-
found an end
A
finally.
sarcophagus lies in the center of the room. Its lid is broken and shattered on the floor.
Is there
Is
anything
it
inside?
empty?
Is there anything inside? Yes, there actually is something inside. There is a piece
Don't
of an
touch it.
ankh inside, the top part. The cross and the kind of round section of the ankh. A broken ankh is here. Inside the sarcophagus, just lying in the middle. The pictographs on the walls just seem to tell a life of a woman. It does not specifically show how she died.
Can
So-
we? Does it look like?
Maybe she didn't die.
Does it
It
look
looks like she
Nefir?
marries a pharaoh and has numerous children, but there's no end to the story.
Does it look like Nefir?
It does. You think it is Nefir. Yes.
Okay.
She's still alive. Let's go kill her.
Let's go kill her.
Because
So
why not?
There's a piece of a broken ankh in the sarcophagus.
I'm
When
gonna
you say
pick-
broken, do you mean like it's broken or like it could be fitted together to the other half of?
It's incomplete.
Okay.
We should probably pick that up.
Yeah, we should pick that up probably.
Computer games tell me I should collect this broken item.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Pick up
bit meta.
everything. Oh my god! I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, and it's good, but I so bad. I pick up everything and sell everything. I still feel incredibly underpowered in Baldur's Gate 3. But there's one of my party members. Spoilers, don't listen. Is a vampire, and he's just like, "Hey, baby, I need some blood," and I'm like, "Okay, you can take some because I like you because you're the rogue and I need you." And then it's like, okay, he bites you. Make a perception check to make him stop, and I fail. Make a perception check to make him stop, and I fail, and then I die. And I'm like, fuck you, game! Fuck you, game!
You gave him permission.
I was like, dude, he needs it. He's my rogue, right? I want him to be happy, because, he's the guy I used to steal shit. And, it's bad. Just like, yeah, bite my shit. Bite my shit. Hello! Hey! Ecstasy.
All right, I'm gonna reach in and take the Ankh.
Okay, you reach in and take the Ankh from the sarcophagus.
The
Your
half
arm
on.
falls off. No, I'm just kidding.
Turn into a camel.
Yeah, right. As his ears grow. Gonna get awfully furry by the time this adventure's finished. Okay,
Player gets to play a
Stick it
referee.
what you doing other than creeping around this tomb? You are eaten by a grue. There's
I'm
a good
still
thing.
waiting by the big sarcophagus.
Well,
I
I
guess
mean,
we'll
I'm-
go back
Literally
to
in like
the-
the first
I'm gonna
room.
I'm gonna go help Missy open the big sarcophagus.
Yeah, I guess we'll go back to the
in
big one.
character,
So
in
that
character, I
everybody
don't
walks.
want to open the sarcophagus.
Everybody walks back to the first room where there is a sarcophagus and a small halfling straining to move it.
Yeah.
A child.
I
We
hate it.
I have a
but-
boo. A boo with him.
and Kevin.
And Kevin.
Kevin's pushing.
Kevin's just supervising,
Kevin's supervising, like always.
babysitting.
So, there is a
Pretty good at
closed
that.
sarcophagus. It's clear that this lid has been off before, and it's clear that something has moved around this room before.
I think it's her.
This may not be the best idea.
Oh, it's definitely not.
now
But I
you
don't
want to
think we're
advise
leaving without
us on
opening.
Wait a
it,
second.
so-
You said there's two hallways, right? On the right and on the left.
From the room you're in, there is a hallway leading back to the loop that you all walked around with the 5 rooms, and there's a stairway leading back down to the main room with the statue. I mean, from the room with the sarcophagus that you're currently contemplating.
Wait,
Is
we're
there
not
a
going to get
matching-
Missy out of here until we try to figure out how
Yeah,
to open this.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
let's just do it.
We could
It's
just
like
pick her
when
up.
she saw the sarcophagus and just glued herself to it while the rest of you searched the
Basically.
tomb.
Pretty much.
Ah, that could be treasure!
Like a reverse hippie.
Like, okay, so you're pushing the sarcophagus lid off.
Like a
We're
child
gonna
that went
attempt
candy in
to.
the grocery store.
All right, between all of you, you can shove the lid off. Within the sarcophagus, there is the body, mummified remains of a man.
Light it on fire.
Baby.
Light it on fire.
Salt and burn
As
the
the lid
bones.
hits the
Burn the
ground,
mummy.
you notice its arms begin to twitch.
Light it on fire.
no.
Yeah,
I
well,
put my torch on it.
you can light it on fire in your action.
All right.
We're rolling new initiative or just using the old one?
You're rolling new initiatives. Hang on, let me put you in a space that looks vaguely like this one. So I'm using this map because it's just random rooms. So let's move you. Let's say it looks like this room.
Oh, man.
Moving you up here. It's like this room up here without the black square that I seem to have moved. Oh, damn it. I can't get to the square.
The
Scatter.
void comes
Kevin
with
off.
us.
Get off the square! Okay, very.
Where is lava?
Ah! Ah! Just stuck. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Let's do this. Let's do that. There we go. We have a sarcophagus. There we are. Look at that. Perfect GMing right there. Perfect. All right. So Missy's right next to the sarcophagus, and everybody else except for Kevin because he's a frog is next to. Put yourselves next to the sarcophagus while I move the map for chat up to there so they can see you.
I'm gonna put Kevin over here.
God. All my
Man,
good
you're
rolls are
really
going
good at
to
that.
Initiative. I don't want to go first.
Really? Because it
geez.
seems like a good place to be.
You're the one with the fire.
Light it
I
on
do
fire.
have fire. I do
Light.
have fire.
Oh my god, my sarcophagus is in a bad place.
Your sarcophagus is just a blank space.
Well, yeah, it's like a
It's a black
terrible
hole.
terrible portal to hell. Hell sarcophagus. Okay, let's assume this thing's in it. So rather I can't get it in there because it's drawn partly on the map, partly on the corners. All right, I need to roll a thing. Oh, my rift monsters are dead. That's sad. Okay, open you up. Character sheet for you. I do like the picture for the mummy, I have to say. It's pretty great. Doesn't really have a face. It's pretty awful.
Kind of looks like a Silent Hill nurse.
It does look a bit like a Silent Hill nurse. Let's not lie. Okay, it rolled a 9, is that? 6. Oh, a 6. Did it actually attach itself? It did not. That's beautiful. Apparently I have to add it manually. Mummy. Mummy.
Are you my mummy?
Yes, they are. It's your mummy.
See, I heard mermaid and I was like, what?
Mermaid.
Ooh, I just hit
Thank you, mermaid.
10,000 bits for Friday
Oh
night.
shit!
Oh, that's dangerous. You should totally. We're not gaming tomorrow, but we will be back the following week. But you should save it. Good. You should get 10,000 is a lot. You could totally make them very drunk. They should be scared.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I like how you
I think
both
she was
pick on
going
each
more
other.
for the random encounter.
Oh, now there's 2 mummies. That's great. It's the one didn't appear, and then random encounter is always good. You should wait until they're really desperately desperate, and then throw a random encounter at them. So they're about to head into kind of the finale of this book, which means that it's really high stakes, and there's some massive fights in there.
So it's the
for dropping
perfect
stuff.
time.
It's the
Random
perfect time to drop
encounter.
extra stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved how Erin spent her points and just re-rolled randomly, and it was just like a tribe moved in on the place they wanted to keep. It made me laugh so much. they were so angry. Makes me super happy. All right, so Seyla, there is a mummy moving in this sarcophagus.
I guess. I mean, you said light it on fire, right, Missy?
Light it on fire.
I'm gonna light it
Light
on
it
fire.
on fire.
Why
How
not?
do it? How are we lighting it on fire?
I will shoot it with a firebolt if I can
That's a
find
good
it.
start. Yeah, you should do that.
Hold on. The DM agreed with you a little too eagerly.
22.
6 damage. That's a hit for definite.
It's
Hooray! Oh no!
6
It like
damage.
gives it extra power.
yeah.
Right. It kind of roars. You see it moving and flailing in the flame as it kind of starts to ignite.
Yay.
Mhm.
Mass, there is an evil undead moving
right
in this
back.
sarcophagus.
I'm hitting it with a guiding bolt.
You should do that. Yes, you are. You're hitting it with a. That's 16 radiant damage. That's insane damage. That's a cantrip for you too, right?
No, that's not a cantrip. It's a level one.
that's the one I keep casting in Baldur's Gate 2 because the monsters are too hard. Find a cleric and she's like doing all the damage, and then you realize that in D&D, apparently at low levels, cleric is the way to go.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then, so that hits, yeah?
Oh
Obviously.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I also want to do the bonus action with spiritual weapon again.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Okay. So spiritual weapon appears above it, lightning bolts, the thunder, the clouds. You're gonna kill this thing before it gets an action. That would make me very sad.
I love when that happens as a DM.
I mean,
So
as it
fun.
has to be said, in D&D, all editions, if the party surrounds something, it probably doesn't stand much of a chance.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon, a 12.
Well, maybe
is
it
that
shouldn't have laid in just the most obvious place for it to be.
right, is that a 12 to hit?
It is.
That actually hits.
Oh.
Hey,
A
suck.
12 hits?
A 12 hits. 8
That's
balls.
a terrible mummy.
How much armor can wrappings really be?
Mm,
And it is just like it's a slow dude in no armor. I mean, its AC is
Fair.
pretty terrible. I mean,
We've
think
heard
about
such
monster-
great things about Anhktepot.
Honestly, more
And this.
impressive.
Right, look at him. He's just so wait till you meet him. It's gonna suck a lot. You're not gonna meet him. Are you done?
I am done, yeah.
The problem I'm having with this is that the original adventure has mummies in it, and then it has greater mummies and advanced mummies in it. The problem with D&D 5 is the gap between mummy and greater mummy is obscenely large. So we're going to have some fun when you get to the end of this, if I'm truly
Oh,
being
boy.
honest to the adventure. That's all I'm saying. Saul, Pointy Saul, what's going on?
I'm gonna beat it on my mace, but I'm gonna.
You should beat it with your mace.
Faint.
And fainting. You're just like, look over there. Dude, look over there.
Look over there.
So I have it on.
Look, it's Anhktepot. Huh?
Is a
That's
10.
a 7. That's a 7. That's a terrible roll. Bad luck with some of these hitting with the mace business. All right, you whiff it, even though it's lying down.
Then I
Whiff
shall
it good.
Karou.
Wait.
Oh. Hold on.
Actually,
Mr. Saul. Oh, action surge. We're burning the actions. Hitting it again?
Yep.
Not a 7. A
11.
10. An 11 is still an 11 is actually a hit. That's
Oh my god.
an 11 is a hit. Is that 5 damage though?
Mm-hmm.
5 damage. is actually-
We're only level 3.
You're only level 3.
Yeah.
We're not.
Makes me- I always get you guys confused with the other group. That's all I'm saying.
I hope you remembered that for leveling this encounter.
What do you mean leveling this encounter? I don't level anything. I'm just translating
no.
faithfully from
Why
one to
am
the
I-
other.
Rotated.
Fury, you have to
Alec.
drink according to chat.
Hey, wait, we're all
Oh.
rotated.
Hmm.
I believe there's shenanigans going on.
Definitely.
Fury has to drink according to chat.
Is it my turn? Are you done?
Fury has to drink again. There she goes, drinking. All right, Karou, it's you.
Alright, so first I'm gonna Misty Step over here.
Ooh.
Misty
'Cause
Step. You mean
Fuck
getting
that.
the
I'm
hell
not
away
standing,
from it.
Yeah, I'm not standing near him.
When it
Do you
stands
leave?
up, it's Misty that's near us.
I'm like, ah! And runs away. Yep. Mhm.
I like to think it's like a little fart step.
Ow.
You just like fart and move away.
Yeah. Misty Step.
Smack.
And then I'm gonna hit him for 15 cold damage.
Ouch.
Ooh.
What does he
Wow.
do with cold? He does literally okay. He does terribly with cold, apparently. Apparently cold is fair game on something like this. Weirdly. That's something else I've seen a moan about, that things like the undead often don't have immunity to things like cold. Yeah, you see him kind of stiffen. Yeah, he stiffens. Are you done?
Yep. That's all.
Alekenora.
Like under his bandages, he stiffens.
He's incredibly stiff.
That's a different kind of storytelling.
You can tell it's been a while since he's seen a lady.
It's really stiff.
And it's on fire.
And it's on fire. And now it's,
Hey, baby.
and now it's frozen.
Should make you see a
It's
doctor.
like a flaming popsicle right there.
Oh God, the imagery.
You probably wouldn't like the flavor, though. If you wanted to try, I wouldn't stop you.
Oh God, it would be terrible.
So steamy.
Yeah, it would, right? It's just like, yeah, it's fire and a bit dusty. All right.
All right then.
You ever had a character just
Alekenora.
suddenly start giving a random blowjob?
Right? What?
We go in the butthole entrance in this chat. It's a rim job.
Oh, baby.
Poor thing.
Okay, it's me now. I cast Animal Friendship.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Oh wow.
I don't know. The only real like attack spell I have prepared is definitely not something y'all want me to cast. So I'm gonna just smack him with my mace.
Do it. Seems like a good choice. They seems easy
Why
to hit.
am I upside down?
Y'all were a second ago, but I
There's
fixed
some
mine.
But
shenanigans
is
going
that-
on.
Your mace impacts upon him, and it kind of bounces off a little, but it doesn't kind of smack in quite as much. It's almost like he's.
He likes it.
Oh,
Yeah,
He really likes it.
kind of made a
Mischief
jerky.
starter.
He's just a bit more resistant than normal meat.
The Teflon mummy.
I need to get another drink. That's it for me,
Okay.
and I will be
Missy.
right back.
Missy, it's you. Before Mummy gets to go, can you murder him? Backdoor for life. Really? Nick, thank you.
I don't.
Don't
think
want
I
to know
can.
what that is,
That
Mr. Artist. I'm not Googling it. Chat didn't block it, so it's probably. Oh, God. Oh, I'm not going to go. I'm Googling it.
Oh no.
What are we Googling?
Something to do with League of Legends?
Let's see what you're
Ooh.
doing. You're
I tried to
you
stab
did
it, but I missed
You
it,
did it.
and I'm going to disengage as my bonus action and step back into this little cubbyhole.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, I'm too young for this encounter, and I move away.
You are too young for this thing. I would also recommend not Googling that thing.
I would never.
No.
I'm very
Mm-mm.
curious what this was.
No, I've gamed with Nick before. No.
Don't do it, because it'll be something you desperately want to try.
Doubt
Well,
it.
now that makes me even more curious.
You're Googling it and see you doing it. I'm watching for the face as you read Urban Dictionary. All right, Missy misses and backs away.
Yeah.
Finally, the mummy gets to try. He stands up and attacks. Who's I got? Saul. Basically, the four people around there. Everybody's upside down. It's causing confusion. I'm easily confused.
Whatever. Like, there's 3 corridors. Okay, now there's 2 more. Okay, now there's stairs.
Dude, it's not that bad. Somebody should be making a map.
I
I
tried.
I agree.
I wrote it all
I
down.
tried and I got very confused. I started drawing a map,
Oh, I like it. It's good.
but now I
Think
don't know
of-
where I am. So it's
Yeah.
The next session, I will do you a basic map.
Yay!
Although it doesn't really matter. You're just wandering up the stairs and searching the long corridor that led to that room with the Onk. Did I just see Bunny's face searching what Mississippi birdbath was?
No, is that what we were? Is that what we were looking up?
Oh, you waited for me to tell you what to search. Yeah, you should do. No more. That's suggesting terrible
Looking it up
things.
now.
Don't
Oh,
do
no.
it. You'll want to try it.
You'll want to try it.
I heard that before. That's amazing. Oh
Yep, you'll want to try it.
my god.
See?
That's
Then he's
amazing.
Right? Everybody's looking. I can see you all doing it, except for Erin, who's apparently fixing some small electronics. You knitting?
No, she's knitting or crocheting.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What are you making?
I'm making blankets. Ta-da!
Oh,
Little
really?
flowers. Yeah.
Like
Little granny
squares for blankets.
Squares, and you sew them all together, and you have a big old blanket.
Back.
So,
That's pretty cool. That's very elderly of you.
yeah. Yeah. Colt loves me. But...
Are we? I missed
That's
something. Are we
right.
having a snuggle party now?
Apparently, no.
That is
Apparently,
lovely.
we're all doing a Mississippi bird bath. Apparently.
No, we're not. But not right now. We're not.
But maybe later.
Maybe later.
I mean, I'm all out of Kool-Aid, so
Yeah, I am
unfortunately-
too. We might have to sub in like wine or something.
Wine.
She's perfectly fine with wine.
That's just so terrible.
Oh my god.
I'm not looking up that next one. Not at all.
No, I want to. What is it?
I don't do it. Don't do never. Okay, the standing rule should be never search what chat suggests.
No, you always search what chat suggests. You got it all wrong.
All right, I have 4 targets. I have Tomas, Alekenora, Seyla, and Saul. So that's 1 to 4. Let's just roll at random because it doesn't really give a damn who it tries to hit. Have 1 attack or 2? I think it only has 1. It does. They only have 1 attack. That's pretty terrible. Although it does have a multi-attack. So let's do 2 and see where we end up. Attack number 1 is going on
Not me.
Seyla.
Yay.
Attack number 2 is going on Saul. Attack number 1 is this on Seyla.
Ooh,
24 to hit.
Woof.
Yeah.
Dear
that will
Lord.
do it.
You're being fisted.
That's exactly right, but it's not
I
even a
mean-
nice one.
Even
Doesn't
Kevin
sound
took that
pleasant.
down.
Didn't even wash it first. Really? Out of all the things we've said in this game up to this point, that's the thing that's most
Yes.
picked up. Really?
It's the middle of a pandemic. That's just dangerous.
You should definitely wash. So what we're saying is to prevent the spread of COVID, one should definitely sanitize one's hand before fisting.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Fleshly.
Fauci
Cover it in
recommends.
ethanol.
15 damage.
Ooh, that would sting.
Yeah, that's a lot. Math.
Hang on,
24
hold
minus
on,
15.
hold on. 7 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
A total of 22 damage.
Oh, wow.
So I have
Dear
2.
Lord.
You can also have the great joy of making me a constitution save.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Oh no.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
You might.
Is that a
You
6?
might pass out. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
re-roll?
uh-oh.
Do you have anything to let her re-roll? Do you have inspiration?
Yeah, we haven't really been doing that, but let's suggest that everybody probably has at least 1 by now.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if I've got it, I'll use it.
You should
Hell
use
yeah.
it.
I
I'm
will
gonna
use
mark
it.
it.
I always intended to put like a little star on everybody so they would pop up and I could hide them and display them. So I need to do that.
I'm really scared to click it again in case it's worse, but
Trust me, it can't be worse.
Hey.
it's not that much better.
All right, you feel it punches you with its rotten fist. You feel like
Ooh.
splatters almost. You can kind of feel something
Ooh.
seeping in. It
Well, he
just
didn't
doesn't.
wash it.
It just doesn't feel right. Not at all. It just feels bad. At the same time, he kind of glances at Saul.
Sorry, is
Saul-
there a time when being punched in the gut by a zombie is supposed to feel good?
No, probably not.
He's a mummy.
He's a mummy.
Oh, my
Saul,
bad.
make me a wisdom save
That
versus
changes
magic.
everything.
That changes everything.
Oh, I get an advantage on a wisdom save against magic.
Hey, I figured that's why I said versus magic because you're
Very
a gnome.
confused about the story that's happening with the directions all of our characters are facing.
Oh, yes, right. Everyone's slightly drunk. A 12. Okay.
18.
He glares at you, but you don't feel feared. You feel kind of nervous for a moment, and then you're just like, no! And he just like, okay, fair enough. I won't be able to scare you. You're just too stalwart and gnomish. All right, so he punches your Warlock in the face and inflicts her with some hot thing awful. And Seyla, it's you.
I mean, I'll fireball him again, I guess, or
You should
firebolt or
probably-
whatever that.
I mean, it seems like it's only a fair exchange for that unwanted
Yeah.
fisting.
And it was very unpleasant.
You always
just
need
saying.
consent.
Is that
Right.
a 10?
So 10. It's a 10.
Okay, that would be a miss, even on a
He
mummy
fisted
who is an
you
AC
from that
of,
far away?
has an AC of 11.
So close.
You backing off? You could 5
Hell
foot.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away.
5 foot away. Because
yeah.
otherwise he's going to hit you again and you're going to turn into a mummy, maybe. No,
Yeah, I don't want to turn into a mummy.
Maybe.
it doesn't work that way.
I don't
Sideways
think
to
it does
mast.
either.
What's going on?
So I still have the spiritual weapon like hovering
Yes.
above him.
You do.
So I'm gonna hit him with that again as a
Go.
bonus action.
That. Shit. 25 to hit. Literally, it crushes him down into the sarcophagus. Bits of him just flake away to dust as it lies just still, just like the rubble of his body lying in the bottom of the sarcophagus. He be dead, yo.
Nice.
We've killed the mummy.
All right, was it worth it, Missy?
I
Is
don't
there-
think so.
Is there anything inside the sarcophagus?
You're still alive, right? Yeah, you have 2 health. Okay, good.
I have 2.
I was like, we don't have to
So-
stabilize you, right? We're good.
Inside the sarcophagus are a number of small treasures, jewelry. Is that? Oh, look, spam. What's spam? That's exciting. We have spam.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you meant there was spam in the sarcophagus. I was like, we should.
Yeah.
Oh, there's spam on chat specifically at me,
Spam,
which is
spam,
quite
spam,
interesting.
spam.
That's spam. That makes me happy. Top streamers already use something.com. Oh, look at that. It's pretty exciting. Whether you all see that or whether that's specifically at me.
I see it. Yeah, I can see it.
No, we can see it.
Oh, that makes me sad. It does make me sad. Sadness. All right, so in the bottom of the sarcophagus, there's a number of small jewels, gemstones, coins, various little artifacts. Not much bigger than a fist, any one of them. Looks like there's a good pile of money here.
I imagine
Um,
Missy's gonna want to take it.
Grab the money.
I don't
Let's
know-
go.
Do any of them
Yeah.
have donkeys on them?
Grab the money. Let
Yeah,
me
do
see.
any of them have donkeys on them?
No, nothing has donkeys on it. Let me see. Missy guesstimates it's worth 5,000 gold pieces.
Jesus. That's a lot.
We're rich.
Uh-oh. Their Wi-Fi went down.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Ooh.
Oh! Missy
Mass
and,
and Missy are currently reloading.
Mass and Missy attempting to reconnect. Actually, my Wi-Fi has been a piece of shit today while I've been working. I kept getting kicked off my VPN and my Wi-Fi had to restart it twice.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe Houston.
Haven't been home, but haven't had an issue, so.
Cosmic rays.
Who's your ISP?
Comcast.
No, that's probably your problem.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I live in suburbia. My options are limited.
AT&T should be an option.
Yeah. Well, I already had Comcast because my old house didn't have AT&T. So,
I would
Is AT&T
highly recommend.
I mean,
AT&T
ultimately, is AT&T
fiber.
better? Yeah, I mean, fiber is it better?
I mean, I've never had a problem. The
Yeah,
only
they're-
problems we've had with AT&T were at our old house, but our old house was built in 81, so it didn't have the infrastructure for the speed that we wanted. I mean, the internet wasn't even created at the time that the house was built, so
Sorry,
to
we
be
had
fair,
like
it had some issues.
we had like a brownout. Like the lights all went flickery.
Lightning strike in the wrong spot.
I like that. See, that was the curse of the mummy.
Yeah.
You open
Uh,
this?
Now apparently Fury is GMing.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
Lord.
Oh, and I turned into a
We
piece
might
of
as well
nap.
just go to bed then, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, we're back. You're okay. We're good. You got this. So you do a great job.
Everybody
Good.
dies.
Oh
Right,
God,
Rox-
see, you
Oh,
got it. You're
we're back.
perfect.
Foxfall. I mean, that's the attitude you need, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back from your brownout. It was all that talk of visiting, wasn't it? That's what it was. There's 5,000 gold pieces of small gemstones, jewels, and coins in the bottom of the sarcophagus.
Wait, say that again?
There are 5,000 gold worth of gemstones, jewels, and small items in the bottom of this sarcophagus.
5,000?
Is it worth it, Missy? Yes, it was.
Someone pick that shit
It may
up.
be cursed.
Pick it up anyway. I'll pick it up. I'll take all 5,000 myself.
I
You
like
have to
that.
fight Missy for it.
Chat says your brownout was caused by your house being built on an old Native American style.
Well, this is the area that had all the slaves die in the sugarcane fields. So
Oh, that's pretty terrible,
It's
actually.
definitely cursed land. Yeah, it's not great.
Oh, great. Okay, so 5,000 gold. You gathering that stuff?
Hell yeah, we are.
I recommend
Alright.
against it.
We'll take your share then.
Oh,
Not
great.
religious gold. It's just gold. We're taking it.
It could be
Gold,
cursed
gold.
gold.
Regular
We'll
gold.
put
You
it
can
back.
carry it.
And
Uncurse it.
we'll put it back.
You might not
Once we
know
start
it's
to grow-
cursed.
Once we start to grow a donkey's butt, we'll put it back.
The
It might
butt
just,
this
like-
time, not the ears and the snout.
It might only be cursed enough to make you roll poorly or something, you know?
Nothing changes.
We're
We have
already doing
disadvantage for
that.
the rest of the campaign.
You picked that shit up before you started.
Yeah.
All right, you gather the money out of the sarcophagus. Where are you headed now? Basically, you've done this whole loop, and you haven't searched a great deal. You just kind of wandered, but the stairs leading down.
Ooh.
You have reviewed the obvious exits from this area.
I want to open the baby sarcophagi though.
Okay.
All of them.
You're gonna
Can
fight the
somebody, like,
babies?
does anybody have any heals before we start opening other containers? of dead people?
Excuse me.
Before we
Poor
fight the
Warlock is like,
Hello?
Warlock is injured.
Anybody?
Nope.
I do.
I can
Potion?
cure wounds.
Anything
that.
would help. Thank you.
10.
I
I'll
can
take 12.
stab you.
Please
Stab you. Stab you with my dagger of healing. So that's 10 from the cleric and 5 from the druid. So 15 total heal.
Wonderful. Thank you. Now I have 17 out of 24. I'm okay with that.
excuse me.
It's good. I like that. 24 is pretty good for a caster. All right. Are you going to open the child tomb?
Hey, wait. How do you have more HP than me?
I don't know.
That's cool.
Lame.
Did you level?
Level 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta see Nick's fuck me pumps.
I have to say, that's definitely something I need to see a picture of, Nick.
Yeah.
Yes, they probably will work, by the way.
The fuck me pumps.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That's a horrifying idea. And I know he's got a pair, which is even worse. Okay, so are you opening the child sarcophagus as this is?
Yes. I vote yes.
Chat respectfully passes. Okay, is anyone helping Missy open the
You
child
don't
sarcophagus?
respectfully do anything around here.
I am not.
That's true.
Cleric says no to opening child sarcophagi.
No, that's bad juju.
We gotta clear. We gotta clear the dungeon.
Are you gonna kill the children that inevitably pop out as mummies from those
They're
sarcophagus?
all-
Are they
They're mummy
children
children.
or are they undead? You should hate the undead. This is out of character for you, I must say.
I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. Just saying.
That's hilarious.
They're not able to get out of there. They're good. They're rested.
They're also undead.
They're undead. I need to be wiped from the earth.
Karou's just
And check
gonna
for
like
You don't even
glance
know they're
into the
undead.
first one and see what's inside.
Yeah, let's just check. Let's just see if there's some looties.
just
in
one,
there.
just one.
Yeah,
Just look-
no, that's
Disturbing
fine.
the
That's
dead.
fair.
One hit, man. Just one hit.
They're not dead. They're
You don't know
literally
they're not dead.
undead.
Some pieces.
We've heard
They're
no
not
rumors
dead.
of child zombies. We've only heard rumors of adult zombies.
That is true.
But a
Hey,
zombie's
what-
a zombie.
And they're not zombies, they're mummies.
Mummies.
Have the-
Mummies
the
are
sarcophagus
mummies.
They're
downstairs.
Let's pop this open, Karou. Let's go. Woo! Me
Down
and
Hey,
with
you
Karou
it.
shove
open
the lid open. There is the remains of a child, probably about 8 or 9 inside.
Cool.
Oh,
cool,
your
cool.
age.
There's another there's another 2
Nice
sarcophagi.
children.
Does it
Motherfucker,
move?
It doesn't seem to move.
Is there anything glinting like gold around it?
That
Yes.
is
Did we feel
glinting
any
gold.
sort of like?
There is gold.
Did
Or
we feel
gold.
any sort of like curse come upon us or anything?
Yeah, you feel a great weight, but no, you don't feel it. Surprisingly, curses are terribly light.
Damn.
There's another 2 sarcophagi. Are you going to open those as well?
How much gold was in here?
I'm rolling. Hold on.
Hee-hoo. Guys, there's looties in these things.
About 6,000 golds worth.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
From just one?
Dear God, we're rich. We got 11,000
Right.
gold plus now.
It's all
So we
cursed.
might
You
as
get to put all
well.
of it back.
We're gonna just turn into donkeys. That's all.
Worth
You're right
it.
with that.
Jackass.
You're rich donkeys with fancy monocles and swanky canes.
I'm okay with that. Wearing a blue headdress and casting cold spells. Yeah, it's fine. It's
I'll
fine.
find
Right.
another Fiverr, another Fiverr artist to make us all as donkeys.
I'd just like to throw. It's just to get the artist that did these just put ears on you all and extend your noses. I like Nick's.
Like elongate the yeah.
I like Nick's. Like you shouldn't steal from children's graves. Oh wait, 6,000 gold. Never mind. Steal that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna need a
Why?
portion of that to like get some kind of like
We need
treatment for
healing
getting rotten
potions.
fisted by a mummy.
I like that. Rotten fisted. I think they thought about what
are
they
you
were
not
doing.
feeling
when they
so
named
well
that.
over there?
I feel really, really dirty and disgusting.
Violated.
I feel violated.
Are you opening the other 2?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you
If
open
there's
the other 2.
6,000 gold in there, hell yeah.
There are once a smaller child, probably about 4, and another one probably in their early teens, lie inside these sarcophagi. And within there is about 8,000 gold between them.
Why are these kids so rich?
They're royalty, man.
What's in the big sarcophagus?
I mean, the next one. Well, there's only the storage
There's
area.
got to be an even bigger sarcophagus. We got children. We got lesser mummy. Then you
We
said
got
there's greater
lesser.
mummies.
Yeah, where's greater?
Greater mummies are like 20 feet big, is what we're saying. No. There's another room that had 2 more child sarcophagi in it.
Let's go open those.
So you walk
Hell
through the
yeah.
storage chamber, and then you arrive at the 4th chamber, which has small child sarcophagi. Open them, and again, small children inside.
More gold.
Oh, hang on, I shortchanged you. My
Do
apologies.
we like prop the mummies in the corner while we steal their allowance, or
No, I
Nine
don't
are
want
we
to just.
going around the corpse? Like, how does this work exactly?
I'd go around the corpse. I don't want to. I mean, plus our cleric does not like us disturbing the dead.
9,000 gold in these sarcophagi. The cleric's
my
just like,
God.
for fuck's sake.
We've got so much gold. Guys, we can afford
Thanks.
anything. We can all just retire right now and we're done.
Campaign done.
Let's buy an inn. Let's set up the only inn in this town. Sell like fermented goat milk to the locals.
I like it.
You don't want to stay in this town.
Maybe
I'm
they
gonna
should
start a
actually. Maybe
bar.
we should buy them a goat, because we're
Right?
getting worried about where all the goat milk's coming from.
Right. No goat milk, it's chef's special sauce. It's what they spend the evenings doing. Okay, you have a bunch of gold from
We have a
these children's
fuck ton
graves.
of gold.
We're not even bothering to count it. We're just taking it for granted that we can buy everything now.
Could
I
buy
don't
a
even
lot of
know if we
things.
can actually technically carry it all at this
I
point.
mean, if we were doing weight, you would have a hard time, but I guess you can
Yeah.
just lump it into the main room and then lift it out into the Vardo later.
I'll just, levitate it somehow. I don't know.
But we'll assume you gather it out eventually. I mean, I have no problem with that.
Ooh.
I'm
Perfect.
not going to complain about you eventually getting gold into your cart or whatever.
We must have logisticals.
Logisticals.
So I'm confused as to where we are and what we haven't already.
Okay,
the map
you
is.
came into the very large. All right, let's see what we can do to clarify.
Where have we not explored? I guess that's where we're going next.
So if we go back to that,
From the original room, there was a hallway to the left and then a hallway
Also,
to the
I'm
right.
one to the
3
left and
glasses
the right,
of
down
champagne
the
in, so
stairs.
I just legit don't remember.
Basically, what happened is you went into a room with a gigantic statue in it. Out of that room, there is an exit to the left, an exit to the right, and a stairway to the left. You went up the stairs. It led to a room which had a corridor. And then basically what happened is you followed it, and there were 5 rooms in a chain that basically go around this massive room with the statue, but about 80 feet above it. Make sense? And now you're back at the beginning, at the bottom of the stairs, going, fuck me, we've got tons of gold. Hey, tons of gold.
So we haven't gone into the room to the left or the room to the right yet.
Oh, you just went up the
Right.
stairs. There's a corridor to the left and a corridor to the right. There's also a corridor to the left of the initial room where you got attacked by those birds.
Right,
didn't.
okay. That we didn't, in the big, gigantic room.
I vote staying in this wing, sort of, for the time being. Just
I
for
agree.
ease of, like,
Thank
So do we
clearing
want to
out
go
this
left or
area
right?
Left.
and then
Left.
backtracking.
We're going
Go
left.
left.
The cleric said left.
Okay, you will head down a corridor. It's about 60 feet before it ends in a reasonably small room for this place. The walls of this room are lined with standing sarcophagi. There are over a dozen of them here. These are the coffins here seem very plain, and the cryptographs on the walls make no sense to you whatsoever.
Probably like soldiers or servants or something buried with them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the highest passive perception? Just out of interest.
Just out of interest.
Out
I'm
of
going
interest.
11.
13?
Seems good.
Is that the passive wisdom perception?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
13.
15. Holy crap.
You are wise, right?
Yeah.
I have animal senses
Right.
residing
Tomas,
within me.
you beat 15.
No, most likely she's going to be our highest.
That's what I'm
I think-
thinking.
15.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, it's good. So while you're walking around this reasonably small room, reasonably small, it's like 50 foot by 15 feet. Both Alekenora and Tomas notice what they think might be a door on the back wall opposite the entrance. It's hidden.
Is it? Can we see how to open it? Is there any?
Secret door.
You and Alekenora have no clue how to open this door. However,
Oh, we've got a clue.
you might have a specialist that might be able to help you.
Is it a child?
Is it Kevin?
Oh, yeah. Kevin could open it without a problem.
I will go
Passive
and
perception.
check it out.
There's
Okay.
a secret door.
You can open it just by tugging on it or pushing it. You think that's probably the way to go.
Cool. Think you should push it. Push it good.
I'm gonna push it.
Push the door.
Real
It
good.
clicks in and then pops
That's
outwards.
real good.
Behind the door is a narrow, steep stairwell leading up into darkness.
More stairs.
All
Shall we
stairs.
go up?
Do Do we want to clear this floor before we go up? At least now we know which way that goes up.
Well, are there any other exits from this room?
Well, there's still that other corridor and some other things we didn't do down on this level.
So hallway to the right then?
Off that main room? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
Hallway to the right. So you close the door too and head across the corridor again.
But we make a note where it is.
You enter what appears to be a number of small chambers connected by short corridors. In these chambers, there are tables and desks and chairs, and it looks like it was once kind of I guess like an officials area where people would have recorded things or written things. In the back, there's an area that looks like a scriptorum where people might have scribed out various stuff. There's nothing else here other than furniture and dust.
Can we read any of the scribes, or are they in that pictorial language?
Everything is in that picture. He can't read that language. He can't read.
It's all emojis.
It's all emojis.
It's all emojis.
Fine. Eggplant, peach, flashy emoji.
I think we would all understand that one.
Really?
Fruit salad?
Fruit
They were very
salad.
hungry.
Got an eggplant in your fruit salad. Nice.
I don't know about that.
Looks like some of this furniture has been damaged by somebody smashing it and hitting it, and it was thrown
Ooh,
around.
someone got angry.
It's not neat like it would have been. But this looks like it was a set of offices, just corridors connected to rooms.
Cool.
Cool.
There's another corridor we didn't go through though, right?
That's it. Except for there was a corridor out of the first room that you didn't explore.
Yeah.
Go-
That's what we need to go back
Go back
to.
and check that guy out.
Yeah.
All right, everywhere today, all the places. All right, this is a small room. It is merely 15 feet by 10 feet.
Ooh,
It has a low 7-foot ceiling. There are several ceramic jugs, vases, pictures, large urns. There is a bench, and that is all.
Can I perception, see if there's any traps or anything extra around?
And perception,
not.
if you like.
See, no, okay.
We like, you know.
I'm like, cool, it's a room.
Hold
Alright.
on. I'm gonna do one
Everybody's
too.
perceptioning the small room.
There.
20, that's good. All right, so Seyla looks around the room and there's nothing here. Looking in some of the jugs and vases, it looks like they once contained liquids, oils perhaps, some of them. The rest, you've no idea. Maybe it was an anointing chamber or a purification chamber, somewhere somebody came to get cleaned before they entered this place.
Cool. A mud room.
Yeah, basically a restroom off the side.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Woo!
And up those stairs
Up the
behind the
teeny
creepy
tiny
secret door.
Creepy stairs.
Yeah.
Got it.
Up the stairs behind the creepy secret door. Okay, I'm game for that. We should do that. What the fuck is that letter? What is that? Is that a 6? 6? I think that's a 6. Okay, very good.
Or do we feel like playing much more? Can we resume on the second floor?
Would you like to pause here? Are you getting tired?
I'm
Please.
tired, but I realize I'm a grandma. So.
That's okay. I'm happy. I have work in the morning also. This is you've played for 2.5 hours.
Okay. All right.
All right, just relax. All right, and I will endeavor my best to make this. The problem I had mapping this is it's multiple level,
Yeah.
and again, like I say, it's isometric, which makes mapping it a pain in the ass. Putting it into Roll20 because it's so big would just be huge empty spaces. So as the fights occur mostly in the small rooms, I figured I'd just use another map and be like, we're in this room now, which seemed to make more sense.
I think that works. I think, it's making sense.
I can do kind of a guide map for you with where all the rooms are, if that's helpful. You can keep it in your head.
Yeah, a little bit of visual.
Yeah, I'll do you a visual kind of a quick, just square line,
Visualization.
stairs go up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A quick
Okay.
kind of overview map of the place.
You know, like paint. That works. Yeah.
So we don't
totally.
like miss a hallway or something.
Yeah, you mean with my fingers, right? Paint with your
Yeah,
fingers.
exactly. Finger painting. Mhm.
Yeah, I can do that. Totally can. All right. Thank you for watching session 11 of Hexad of Hyskosa. Come back next week or whenever to find out what happens on level 2 and beyond. Visit us on the Twitter and the Facebook and the Discord, where there's vast conversations about all kinds of stupid shit right now. Actually, Discord has been grossly active of late, and it's just
Good.
ridiculous junk right now.
You didn't even need
visit
my
us on-
food review.
Visit us on Patreon if you have a deep desire to give us money. That would be incredibly appreciated. And we'll see you anon. Have a good evening, and thank you all.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.